We're going to shift the gear slightly now, and we're going to go ahead and learn how we can build our own AI bots, how we can build our own AI assistants using the same prompting framework that we already learned. Of course, by advancing into the next steps of prompting as well. So you're going to be learning some key frameworks of prompting. You're going to learn how you can use tools to build assistants and AI bots. And you're also going to be learning about how an AI generalist essentially operates. A lot of you in the first session also asked, what are some AI solutions that we have implemented at Outskill? So Vaibhav is coming in right now to go ahead and speak about all of this over the next 3 hours. And of course, he has been educating a lot of people on the internet, but today all of us have the opportunity to listen to him live. I hope all of you are excited to meet Vaibhav. Drop in excited on the chat. A lot of you have mentioned that you have already heard from Vaibhav through podcasts and everything else. But for those of you who do not know, he's the founder of Outskill, making generative AI education accessible to billions of people all around the world. And he also today is the largest AI content creator in the entire world. He has close to 5 million plus followers as of today, and that is just growing with the vision of helping as many people as possible learn and get started with generative AI. Super excited to have Vaibhav in. Vaibhav, I hope you are able to hear me and see me. Let me just go ahead and give you the access.
What is up,
Wonderful.
people? I hope you guys can hear me and see me.
Yes.
Drop in a yes if everybody can. All right, all right. Yes, yes, yes. Good to see all of you people. Very excited to host you guys. There are a bunch of crazy things that has happened in the world of AI in the last few weeks, and I thought I'll show you a few stuff. All right. So I hope you guys are excited. Funny, how was the first session?
Oh, the first session was absolutely mind blowing.
Yes, I'm also seeing a lot of people dropping messages about how they have experience in the first session as well. Looks like amazing, superb, mind-blowing. Okay, great. I can read all your messages. Thank you so much. And without further ado, should we get started? Should we get started so that we get into the meat of things and then we can keep chatting on the go any which ways. Yes, drop a boom in the chat. BOOM, guys. BOOM. Let's drop some bombs in the chat to make sure that all of us are here, all of us are all set to have some learnings. Okay, there you go. Okay, let me quickly share my screen. Funny, is my screen visible?
Yes, now it is.
Yes, okay, perfect. Give me a second. I'm just gonna set things up. Okay, a quick heads up, guys, as we are getting into this. This is a heads up that I give almost every time. I go a little wild with my AI. So I have a few AI agents running on my computer. As we am teaching, I'm vibe coding something on parallel as well. There are a lot of local AI models that run on my computer, and I've given Hermes and OpenClaw kind of agents to go wild on my computer. So if you all of a sudden see something weird happening on the screen, don't get worried or anything like that. It's probably an AI agent trying to use something. And two, funny, this is for you. Again, I've told you this last time as well. For whatever reason, my computer suddenly restarts. There's a good chance that I might get kicked out of the call. Guys, I've been trying to get a Mac Studio for some time. Mac Studios are out of stock, so I'm not able to get much. As a result, I'm running literally everything on my main computer. So just in case if something I get kicked out for whatever reason, usually computer goes into restarts when agents are trying to, do some shell programming in the backend. If that happens, funny, you can take over for a couple of minutes as I come back. Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page? Yes, 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 in the chat. That way I know that we are on the same page and you're not getting paranoid if something happens on my screen. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Because last time when something suddenly opened on my screen, people were like, how is that possible? What is happening, Webhoff? Who's controlling your computer? Few people also wrote me emails saying that your computer is hacked. You should check. It's not hacked. So chill out. Okay. 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 Okay, guys. So we're gonna have some fun over the course of the next few hours. I think we have about 3.5 hours together. Funny, do you want to keep the chat on or do you want to keep the chat off?
I mean, we can keep turning it on, turning it off.
Okay. I'm gonna turn off the chat from in front of my eyes so that I don't get distracted. If there's any important questions that you need to handle, I will expect you to be
I
able
will
to
reply
handle
back.
that stuff.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. What else? Let me quickly see. I want okay, looks like okay, works guys. I've got everything handy right here. So without further ado, let's get started. So, in the first session, what you probably explored at this point of time is things around, playing around multiple apps, right? That is probably what you explored in the first session, right? You played with some apps, you played with some workflows, you played with stuff like that. But right now, what I want to play around with, or what I want to take you guys deep into, is building some bots. How many of you guys want to build some bots? Drop in a heart. If you want to build some bots, drop in a heart. Yes. Okay, perfect. Let us do that right now. And you see, a lot of people, whenever I talk about building a bot, you often like confused or paranoid, saying that bots, that sounds technical. Oh, that means I need to know how to write code and whatnot. And you have all these assumptions, right? Well, what if I tell you that we're gonna start with something very simple? What do I mean by that? If you go to ChatGPT, the simplest tool for you to build an app is actually ChatGPT. Okay, but for whatever reason, my ChatGPT is not working on my browser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly open a new incognito so that I can show you what I wanted to do. All right, here we are. We are on ChatGPT. Now, a lot of people are often wondering, right? Like, what do you mean by building a bot inside of ChatGPT? Can you build a bot inside of ChatGPT? Yes, you can. When you are on ChatGPT, even if you're on the free account, right? If you open the sidebar, there is something called as GPTs. And when you click on Explore GPTs, a very interesting space kind of opens up. You know what these are? These are basically micro apps that are built on top of ChatGPT. And they are called as basically GPTs. You can see there are literally thousands, not thousands, lakhs of GPTs that are already existing out there that you can use. Literally lakhs of them, not even kidding, right? All these GPTs are right here. Now, let's say you want to use one of these. How do you go about it? There's a nice little search box. You can search for any problem statement that you want, and you should be able to find it. For example, let's say I want to look for a GPT or an app that is built on top of ChatGPT, which can help us to basically write emails. Let's say I want help with emails. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to just search for email. And let's see if someone in the world has built an app on top of ChatGPT, which basically can write emails. And you can see this, the bunch of people who have done that. And the one that I see right on the top is the email and the mail writer. Guys, again, I'm telling you, these are apps that are inside of ChatGPT that you and I can use for free. Okay, so there you go. There's an email and mail writer tool right here. When I tap on that, you can see a nice little pop up kind of opens up. What is this? Well, this is basically a logo, the name, the description, and all that good stuff is right here. And I can simply click on Start Chat. So I'm going to click on the Start Chat button, and here we are. This is the UI of this GPT at this point of time, which is a email and a mail writer. You can see the name, you can see the logo, you can see a description. Instead of Chat GPT, it says mail and email writer. So effectively, this is an app that is built by someone called makegptwork.com. I don't know who the guy is, who has built this app on top of ChatGPT and can write emails, right? So I'm going to see how good an email can it write. So I'm going to use Whisperflow to see how good an email it can write. So I'm going to write a prompt. Uh, you know what? I'm looking for a leave tomorrow and day after tomorrow because, I spent a lot of time learning AI and over the weekend, and my mind is literally buzzing with ideas. So what I want to do is I want to be sure that I'm basically using all the learnings that I've had so far and bake that right into my work as well. And if I want to be able to do that, something very important that I have to do at this point of time is that I need to take some time out to reflect back on all the learnings that I've had. And to reflect back on all the learnings that I've had, I want to take a leave on a Monday and Tuesday. So please grant me leave so that when I come back to work, I'm a 10 times better human. And you know what? If possible, don't deduct it from my leave balance because, I spent my whole weekend learning AI so that I can do better with my job. So I was in a way working. So it would be great if you don't deduct from my leave balance. There you go, guys. I've put the prompt very, very simple. You can see this. I've explained my pain of spending all the weekend on learning AI. And I basically want a very good email. And here it comes. You can see that. Nowhere did I mention, guys. If you look at the prompt, nowhere did I mention write an email. I just told my story. And you know what? Because it was the email and mail writer tool, it understood and came up with an email right here. Are you able to understand how this tool works? Give me a thumbs up. If you were able to understand how this tool works, give me a thumbs up. Yes, perfect. So that's what I'm talking about. Because it's an email and a mail writer tool, I didn't have to explicitly mention, do this, do that. It understood what I want and it built it for me, right? Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is, now we played with one of the GPTs. There are literally millions of, like hundreds of thousands of GPTs, lakhs of GPTs right here, and you can play with them. That's not a problem, right? But what I want to focus on at this point of time is something even more important. And you know what that is? How the hell do I create one? How the hell do I create one of these GPTs? How many of you guys want to learn how to create? Drop a comment, create in the chat. Drop a comment, create in the chat. If you guys want to learn how to create it. Brilliant. A lot of people want to create. Yes. So I'll teach you how to create one. But before I get started, right? Before I get started with creating, I want to give you guys a heads up. A few people are like, hey, I cannot find GPTs. Here's the URL, chatgpt.com/GPTs. If you go there, you'll land right here. Two, for you to be able to see this create button that you see right here, right? For you to be able to see this create button, you need to have a paid ChatGPT account. Now you'll be like, bro, I don't have a paid ChatGPT account. Can I do something for free? Yes, you can. And I'm going to teach you how to do this for free as well. But first, we need to learn the method to the madness, the process on how to build one. Once we learn how to build one, I promise you, I will teach you how to do this for free as well. Sounds like a deal? Drop a comment deal in the chat if that sounds like a deal. You're going to focus, you're going to learn how to do this. Then I'm going to teach you how to build it as well for free, even if you don't have a paid ChatGPT account. Okay, let us do that right now. Now imagine that you have a paid ChatGPT account. You will be able to see a nice little create button right here. I tap on this create button, a new user interface kind of drops up. This, my friends, is called as the GPT creation wizard. What is it called? GPT Creation Wizard. Using this UI, you can actually build a GPT. It's as simple as that. That's why it's called GPT Creation Wizard. Now, what does it do and how does it work? Well, it's very simple. You just tell it what you want to build and it's going to build it for you on the backend. For example, this, like you can read very clearly, is the creation section. And there's a chat box. I can literally talk about what I want and it will understand what I want and start building. And whatever it is building, right? I can see that right here on the right side where it says preview. So you have one window where you can build and you can see what is being built over the course of time. So let's build one. What do we build? Let's say we want to build a tweet generator. What is a tweet generator? Well, a tweet generator is where if you give a topic to it, it should be able to generate a tweet on that topic for you. That's what we want to build. Okay. So I'm going to come here to the left bar. Like I said, this is how you build it. And I'm going to just say what I want. So I'm going to be like, you are an expert Twitter content creator or a Twitter content copywriter. You have this incredible experience of writing viral tweets. You're so damn good that every time you write a tweet, there's a 9 out of 10 chance that it has a possibility of it to go viral. What I want you to do is every time I give you a topic, your job is to understand the topic, read about it if needed, and come back with one tweet that has very, very high odds of going viral on Twitter. That is exactly what I want you to do. Okay, guys, that is what the prompt is. I just used Whisper to enter this prompt. We got the whole information right here. I click on the send button. Let us see what it is cooking up right now. You can see it says updating GPT. So it's basically updating the GPT. So it's building the backend of the tool. You can see already it has built a bunch of UI. You see there is this description that has come up. There is this, little buttons that have come up. There's this little icon that has come up. All it has done by itself. And now it's asking me, viral tweet writer sounds good. It's asking me for a name. I'm going to say sounds good. So it's recommending me a name. I just say good. Now that I said good, look what happens on the right side. It's going to update the name. Now it's generating a profile picture as well. So it's all doing all by itself in an agentic way. All I'm doing is I'm just talking to it on one side. On an agentic way, it's building everything on the right side. There you go. It has come with a profile picture as well. And you see it has updated as well. If I like this, I will be like, sounds good. If I don't like it, I can ask it to change it as well. For now, I'm going to be like, good. I don't want to waste time on generating a profile picture. But of course, right, you can say, I don't like it, do it like this, do it like that, and it's going to do all that good work. But you can see, guys, all we said is we want a Twitter writer. We explained how we want it to be, and that's it. It generated a name, it generated a profile picture, it built the whole damn app for us. Isn't that wild? Now, now it's asking me, let's fine tune how it works. When it gets a topic, should it lean towards bold and controversial take or more towards relatable and widely agreeable ideas? I'm going to say, can I test it out and give you feedback? That's what I'm going to say. I want to test it out. I don't want to I don't want to give it feedback right now without even trying. I want to quickly test it out and then I could give the feedback back to it, right? So that is what we are going to do right now. It says that's the best way to refine it. Go ahead and test it. So now how do I test it? Well, simple. I come here to the right side and I just give a topic. Let's say topic AI will take away many jobs. Let's say that's the topic that I want to write a tweet on. Let's see what it comes up with. Guys, drop in a heart if you think this is cool. The moment I give a topic, all our app responds to is a tweet. AI won't take your jobs. It will expose how many were just busy work all along. The real risk isn't automation, it's being replaceable. Okay, it comes up with a banger of a tweet right away. I'm going to say one more. Let's see what it comes up with. AI isn't coming for your job. It's coming for the version of you that refuses to evolve. Aren't these really good tweets? Drop a comment gold if you think these tweets are actually golden and it works really, really well. These are really good tweets if you ask me. I'm going to say one more. Somebody's like silver. So cute. People who think AI will steal jobs are missing it. AI is quietly rewarding those who learn faster than they fear. Man, this is such a good one. This is such a good one. I feel like I should post it on Twitter right away. But you get the idea, guys. You get the idea, right? What did we do? What we did was we just asked it to build a tweet generator and it is now coming up with great tweets. Now, I want to slightly tweak it. I want to slightly change it. I have some feedback to it. One is that it's giving me these M dashes, which I don't like. Okay. Two is that it's giving too much of generic information and I don't want generic information to come out. So what do? I come here to the left bar and I'm going to be like, hey, I just tested out the tweet generator. It's pretty good, actually. I could rate it like a 7 out of 10. Now, what I want you to do is a few things. One is that I want to make sure that you don't give a M dash in your output ever again. All my tweets should never have a M dash. It should be human. No one should be able to say it is written by AI. So don't use M dashes. It gives it away. Two, I think the tweets are a little generic. I want it to be a little more relatable to my audience. You see, most of the people in my audience are people who are working professionals or are entrepreneurs and a few students, majorly, all around the world, but majority of them on this session are from India. So come up with tweets that are relatable to people in India. Of course, you can openly use Bollywood references, cricket references, some Hindi words here and there to make it even more relatable, if that makes sense. And you know what? every time I give you a topic, you're just coming up with one tweet now. I want to make it better. I want you to come up with 10 tweets every time I give you a topic. And not just that. You know what? If you give me 10 tweets at once, I will get, overdone. So what I want you to do is not only come up with 10 tweets at once, but also rate each one of the tweet from a scale of 1 to 10 on the potential of it to go viral. So you rate each of the tweets from 1 to 10 on the potential of it to go viral, and also give me one line reason on why you think a particular tweet will actually go viral, right? So that I have an explanation as well, because I want to know why you think what you think. And also give me the whole output in form of a table. In a way, the most high rated tweet stays on the top and it's ordered that way so that I can read the first few tweets and I can get the best ones out of the box. I want you to implement all these changes for me. Guys, I gave a list of changes. Look at how many updates I gave all at once. Because as I used it, I got a bunch of ideas. And I said, give me 10 tweets, rate each one of 10, then from a rating of 1 to 10, give me a reason, give me the output in form of a table, don't make it generic, add some Hindi references, no M dash, and everything around it. And you know what? Look at this. Done. This is now much sharper and much more powerful version. 10 tweets per topic, ranked on viral potential, with scores and clear vision, more India first, zero M dashes, fully human tone. Try it with one topic and tell me what you want to test next. So it says done. I wish humans work this fast, but they don't, but AI can. Okay, I'm going to come to topic again and I'm going to be like, AI will take away many jobs. Guys, I'm right now using GPT 5.5, which is currently one of the most advanced versions of AI in the world. So the outputs are insane, right? And look at this. It says, we got it. We got the output, like you can see, in form of 10 different tweets. Each of the tweet has a viral potential and also a reason on why it could go viral. It says AI won't take your job. Someone using AI will adapt fast or explain later. Awesome. Every generation had a job killer. This time it's real. The winners won't resist AI, they will ride it. Look at this. It has given some Hindi references this time. In India, we used to say settle ho jao. Now it's upgrade ho jao or get replaced. You see how it has started to use some Hindi references as well. And look at this. AI is like Geo in 2026, 2016. Cheap, fast, and it changed everything overnight, jobs included. So it started to add Indian analogy as well, just because I said make it relevant to my Indian audiences. Guys, if you think what you just learned is insanely powerful, drop a boom in the chat so that I know we are on the same page. Drop a boom in the chat so that I know we are on the same page. Awesome. 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 All right. Perfect. Thank you. Now, this is very important. So I want your full attention on this right now. What do I mean by that? Well, there is an important caveat on what I'm teaching, and I want you to focus on this. What I'm teaching you at this point of time is not how to build a viral tweet writer. What I'm teaching you right now is a process, is a way of thinking, is a way of solving problems. Every time I teach you something, the way I want you to think about it is, hey, how could I use what Vaibhav just taught me to solve what all problems? I'm teaching you a viral tweet writer because everybody can understand what a viral tweet writer is. But the problems that you have in your job, in the company that you run, as a college student at this point of time, you have to think about what are the problems that I can automate, that I can solve using this technology of building a custom GPT. And that is how I want you guys to think. I'm not teaching you how to build a viral tweet writer. I'm teaching you how to solve a problem by building GPTs. Do I make sense? If that makes sense, drop in a heart so that I know you got it. Guys, I don't want you guys to mentally think about the fact that, oh, what I learned at this point of time is how to build a viral tweet writer. That is what, you know, everybody would do. I want you guys to think one level up. I want you guys to think, what are the problems that I can solve with this? Because as I teach you a bunch of things today, it is your job to convert these learnings into how you can apply this in your marketing job, in your sales job, in your software engineering job, in your operations job, as a founder that you're running an agency, as a founder that is running a SaaS company, as a founder that is running a local business. It is on you to translate those learnings. And it is very, very important for you to have that mindset from right get go. Drop a comment, MS, makes sense if that made sense. MS in the chat, makes sense in the chat if that made sense. Yes, awesome. Looks like funny. We have a bunch of very interesting audiences today who are picking things like magic and super fast. I'm loving this. All right, let's get in, guys. Let's get in. Let's move on because there's a lot more to learn. Because you guys have been so kind and nice and everything around it, and you've been so fast at grasping things. I'm thinking maybe I teach you slightly advanced one as well. Do you guys want to go a little more advanced? Advanced in the chat. What I just taught you is how to build a simple GPT. But you know what? This will put you in the top 5% bucket. What I want to put you guys is in the top 1% bucket. For that, I have to teach you stuff that is advanced. Okay, now that a lot of people want me to teach you guys what is advanced, let's get right inside of it. But before I teach you the advanced stuff, I wanted to tell you something. For you to be able to get the most out of AI across anything for that matter, there is one thing that is very important for you guys to keep in mind. That is, you need to know how things work in the backend. Do I make sense, guys? You need to know how things work in the backend. Yes. And I want to show you exactly that. I want to show you how things work in the backend so that you learn, so that you understand and figure out and make things work on how things work in the backend right now. So, what is that we need to do? For you guys to understand how things work in the backend, well, you simply have to go to the configure button. When you dropped all these messages on the left sidebar, what was happening? How did this app get built? Is what you need to understand. For that, I can simply go to this configure button and you will see the backend of the tool. You can see the logo right here. I can click on this and upload a photo that I like. As simple as that. There's viral tweet writer, which is mentioned right here. If I just change this to by Webhub Sisinthi, here it comes. It gets changed right here. You can see the description is right here as well. I can just say by BS here as well. And here I can change this to 2.0. And you can see this, it all works the way it should because this is the backend of that tool. Now, what is important again is the part which says instructions. When I click on the expand button of this, I want you guys to understand what this line of text actually is. This, my friends, is a prompt. Who the hell wrote this prompt? Well, you know what? ChatGPT ended up writing this whole prompt for us. And because of this prompt, we're able to get the results. We are able to get the kind of outputs that we are getting. Am I making sense? So everything that we spoke here, every feedback that we gave to AI, it understood. And you know what? Like a prompt engineer, it converted that whole information into a prompt here. And because of this prompt, the app is working the way it is. Isn't that genius? It's as simple as that. You can see your GPT is a high performance Twitter content writer. It specializes in going viral. It generates 10 distinct tweets. It included the tweet viral potential of 1 to 10, one line explanation. The goal of the user is to quickly identify the strongest options, which I told. You can see often incorporate Indian relevant context such as startup culture, hustle mindset, cricket analogies, Bollywood references, occasional natural English phrasing when it enhances the relatability. You see, everything that we spoke and a lot more, AI was able to understand, comprehend, and was able to convert that into a prompt. And when I saw this for the first time, guys, a light bulb just turned up in my head. I was like, wait, if AI can do this, it's a good prompt, but I can write a better prompt than this. If I want to build an advanced GPT, all I need to do is write an advanced prompt. And once I write an advanced prompt, I will be able to generate a much advanced GPT. Am I making sense? Now, when I peeked into the back end of the tool, I saw that everything works basis of this prompt. And when I read this prompt, while it was pretty decent, I knew that I can write a better prompt than this. And that gave me this idea that, wait, if I can write a better prompt than this, I can actually build literally anything that I want on top of ChatGPT. And that is what I want to teach you right now. So for us to be able to build advanced GPTs, you need to be able to write advanced prompts because the AI revolves around a prompt. And the reason why I'm giving you the storyline is also because this is how I want you to think about everything. I want you to ask this question every single time. If something works, why is it working? How is it working in the back end? What is that I can do to make it work better? Is a question that you have to consistently ask yourself, because you have to understand one thing. The tools that are available are the same for everyone. If you want an unfair advantage, you need to figure out a way on how to get the most out of the tool that your friend is using as well. If that makes sense, drop in a heart. You have to figure out a way, understand how the tool works so that you can push it to the limits. As a result, the kind of outputs you can get from the same tool that your friend is using is 10 times better. That is the mindset that we need to operate on. And that is what I want to show you today as well. Okay, now coming back to this, I told you that we can build an advanced GPT if we write an advanced prompt. Now, before I end up writing an advanced prompt, I want to show you what an advanced GPT is going to look like. So guys, this is one of the advanced GPTs that I personally use. It's called as the Web of Sisanthi Style Post LI internal. It's an internal app built for my team only. What does this app do? Well, this app is designed to write LinkedIn posts for me. So if I give a topic to this, it's going to write a killer LinkedIn post for me. Now you will be like, Vaibhav, what is a big deal? You built an app which can write tweets. Now it's writing LinkedIn posts. Big deal. No, there is one difference. And you know what that difference is? This app writes LinkedIn posts exactly like me. It replicates my style, it replicates my tone, it replicates the structure of my sentences, it uses similar words that I use, it flows like I do. It is so damn good that even I can't say if it is written by me or if it is written by AI. In a world of AI slop all over, where everything looks AI generated, it is important for your content to stand out. And for your content to stand out, it needs to have your own flavor. So I found the best of both worlds. I get AI to write my content, but it is written exactly like me so that it doesn't stink AI. How many of you guys agree that this is going to 10x you? 10x in the chat. That you're able to get AI not just write for you, but write exactly like you. And to make this happen, right? To make this happen, you need an advanced build. And that is what I'm going to teach you right now. I'm going to show you how I built this advanced app. Well, you know that already. If I go to Edit GPT, because I own this, I told you already that I wrote my own prompt. And that is how I ended up building this advanced GPT. Now, let me show you the prompt. Guys, this is how the prompt looks like. It has something called as role. It has these hashtags and stars and whatnot. It has something called as objective. It has something called as context. It has something called as instructions. And not just that, let me start scrolling this. Look how long the prompt is. I keep scrolling, it keeps coming. This is exactly why it is able to give me the kind of outputs that I want to. And this is what I want you to learn. How many of you guys want to learn how to write prompts like this? I also see a lot of messages of people asking me, is this Webhub or is this his AI agent? Is this live or is this recorded? I see a lot of questions of people all over. I'm just ignoring it. But let me tell you guys one thing before I move on. And I want you guys to answer me as I open the chat as well. Does it matter if I'm AI or am I real? Does it matter if this is live or is this recorded or this is completely AI generated? What should matter in a reality is, are you learning or are you not learning? You see, people who are not serious about things always look for reasons on how to give up and what to give up on. So they're looking for reasons to give up on things. So I'm not even going to say if I'm AI or I'm real. I'm not even going to say that this is live or recorded. Let's say this is recorded. I'm completely AI generated. Okay. If you want to learn, you can be on the call. If you don't want to learn, you don't want to learn. Stop giving yourself reasons. Does that make sense? Make sense in the chat, guys. Make sense in the chat. It's so funny. It is so funny that people work and look for reasons to give up, look for reasons to exit, look for reasons so that they don't have to put in hard work. If those are the reasons that you're looking for, I gave you all the reasons. Drop off. People who are here on this call are people who want to learn. And those are the kind of people I want to continue to have on these sessions. Yes, awesome. Love it. Okay, guys, coming back. Okay, coming back to this. I'm going to turn off the chat. This is why I keep my chats off, because I get distracted, right? And I don't want to get distracted. Okay, here we are back. We need to learn how to write prompts like this. Now, for you guys to learn how to write prompts like this, you need to learn a new prompting structure. And that new prompting structure is called as the markdown prompting. The moment you learn this new prompting structure, you will be able to write prompts like that. How many of you guys want to learn the ability to write advanced prompts like the ones that I showed you? Drop in a heart. You want to learn how to write those advanced prompts. For all those people who are wondering, dude, this is too long, this looks too advanced, I can't do it. Let me tell you one thing. I'm going to, if you give me your next 30 minutes focus, fully focus for the next 30 minutes, I will make sure you will learn every single bit of this. I will make sure in next 30 minutes, each and every one of you will be able to write a prompt like this as long as it takes, and you're going to kill it. But you know what? Do you have the attention for the next 35 to 40 minutes without fluctuating? Is on you. Okay. I'm going to do my best to be able to make sure everybody can learn. All right. Before we start writing the prompt, what we're going to do is I want you guys to understand how this prompt actually works. Because without that, you can't really write the prompt, right? So let me explain you what markdown prompting is. So guys, markdown prompting is this special prompting technique that is designed for specially building AI agents. It is designed in a way that AI can literally understand what you want it to do in the highest clarity possible. And I'll give you a trick. Every time you're thinking about writing a markdown prompt, or any prompt for that matter, the way I imagine things is that, hey, you know what? I am actually talking to a human on the other side. Let's say I imagine that I hired someone who is the topper of all India rank, IIT rank number one. This guy finished his computer science engineering, let's say in IIT Bombay, and I've hired that person. He is very smart. He understands very, very good things. He's very good with complex reasoning. But you know what? There's a constraint. This person is going to work for me forever. But he comes with one constraint, that I can only talk to this person once in my life. I get a few hours with this person. I have to explain this super smart person everything about his or her job in just 1 hour. And that's it. Whatever I explain, whatever the person understands is how the person is going to do the job for the rest of his life. If this is the position I'm in, how would I write my prompts? How deeply would I think? Because I have a very smart person to work for me. But that person can only work really well if I explain his or her job really, really well. That is how I think about writing a prompt. And a prompting structure like Markdown prompting actually helps me quite a lot. What do I mean by that? Well, you know what happens with markdown prompting is that you see there is something called as role, objective, context, instructions, and notes. These are basically subheadlines for you to be able to capture information. So what is role? Role is where you tell AI how you want it to behave. That's it. So you've already learned about role probably in the magic prompt formula, where you'll be like, you are in, let's say I'm building a agent for customer success. The job of the agent is to reply to my emails and solve customer issues of outskill. So the role in this case is going to be where I tell AI to act like a specific person. And that hat I want AI to wear for me is I'm going to be like, you are an expert customer success executive who has worked for top consumer brands like Amazon, Google, Netflix. And you have more than 15 years of experience in customer success. So the moment I say this is your role, AI understands. AI, instead of thinking about everything that it notes, it basically puts two planks around its face and says, I'm going to focus, I'm going to be focused, and I'm going to behave like I'm an expert in customer success. That is what AI does, and that is exactly what a role is. Next comes objective. In objective is where you explain AI what you want AI to do for you or the task. In this case, I'm going to be like, your job is to reply to emails of all the outskill learners. You know, every time they have a doubt, every time outskill learners have a doubt, they will write a question to you. Your job is to understand the question and respond back to them. That is the task. That is the objective. It's as simple as that. Next comes context. Now, context is something that is very, very important. What do I mean by that? In context is where you tell AI how you want it to behave and why is that the thing that you are given AI as a task is a very, very important task. What do I mean by that? Well, let's just flip the script and go back to the human example. Let's say I hired this very top IIT, or AIR rank number one, right? All India rank number one guy. I've hired him, and I tell him that your job is to reply to emails. The guy is gonna be like, bro, what the hell? I just stopped IIT. I went to IIT Bombay to clear, and I was the topper of my batch. You hired me saying that you have something very important for me to do, and all you want me to do is basically to reply to emails. Bro, I can do a much better job than that. Why do you want me to do customer success? Replying emails, anybody can do it. And this is where I have to tell this super expert why I've given him or her the job. Here, what if I start explaining, saying that, bro, what you're not understanding is that you think this job is about replying to emails. But let me explain you. The job that you've been given has a direct correlation to the growth of the company. He'll be like, what do you even mean by that? Well, I'm going to be explaining him, saying that, look, millions of people every single month join outskill programs. And when they join these outskill programs, right, they have doubts, they have questions. And for all of these things, they write us an email to hi@outskill.com. And when they write those emails to us, if we are not able to do a very good job responding to those emails, they're not going to have a great experience. As a result, there's a very good chance they will not even join the mastermind. And if they not even join the mastermind, they'll not even experience the true power of outskill. And if they don't even experience the true power of outskill, they will never talk about outskill to their friends. And you know what? For any company to grow really, really fast, there has to be word of mouth. And the way Outskill does word of mouth is by giving incredible value. So if people can't even experience it, how will they get value? If they don't even get value, how will they talk about their friends? If they don't even talk about Outskill to their friends, how will the company grow? So if one thing gets broken of not solving their problems, the growth of the company gets slowed down. And that is exactly why I've given you the job of customer success, because I believe it's a very, very important job and it depends on how well you do your job. That is how fast the company will grow. And that is exactly why I want you to do this job. Guys, don't you think if I give an context like this to anyone, they will be able to do their job 10 times better? Drop in a heart. This is what is context. Explaining AI, why what it is doing is important. The better your context that you give, the better an AI actually performs. That is what essentially context is. Now, coming to the next thing, which is instructions. Instructions is where you define simply what you want AI to do. Step one, read the email. Step two, understand what's on the email. Step three, solve their problem. Step four, if you don't understand what they're asking, ask the message on the Slack, get the clarity. Step five, solve the ticket. All the instructions, one step at a time, whatever you have to mention, you put it on instructions. And finally comes notes. Notes is actually quite simple. Notes is where you capture basically what you were not able to capture in role, objective, context, and instructions. Let's say you wanted to share something with this AI in form of a prompt, but you are not able to put it in any of these buckets. So notes is a very interesting place where you can quickly summarize things, put things that you think are very, very important and AI needs to remember, or there are things that you could not put anywhere, you put it under the notes. So guys, that is what the structure of Markdown prompting is. That is what role is, objective is, context is, instructions is, and finally, what notes are. Now comes a very big question. Vaibhav, what the hell are these hashtags and stars? How do they even work? Why do we have them? Well, this, my friends, is a secret coded language for us to talk to AI. What do I even mean by this? You see, when you saw this slide for the first time, I'm pretty sure the things that your eyes went to was probably the special prompting structure custom GPTs first. This way your eyes automatically went to, or this line called as the markdown prompting. Your eyes automatically went to markdown prompting or special prompting structure custom GPTs first. The reason? The size of the font was large. So our human minds are tuned that if something is important, if something is very, very important, we will basically put it in a large text. We will bold it. We will underline it. But when it comes to AI, all these things don't work. For example, we had this prompt. Let's say I want AI to remember that high performance Twitter content writer that specializes. Let's say this is a very important word for me. Can I make it bold? I don't have that option. Can I increase the size of the font? I don't have that option because prompts are sent in text inputs. It is only plain text, but there's a coded way of telling AI. There's a coded way of showing AI something in bold. You know what that is? If I put a word between two stars like this, you know what happens? AI imagines that this word is in bold. You can't see that in bold, but AI actually imagines that this is in bold. It looks at it like as if it's on bold. Now, let's say each row includes a very important headline for you. You want the size of the font to be larger, but you can't increase the font size. So what do? Well, you simply come here and put a hashtag in front of it. The moment you put a hashtag in front of it, AI imagines this whole line to be a headline, which is called as an headline one. It's the largest font possible. That is single hashtag. In the same way, let's say this is also a headline, but you don't want it to be as large as this. What do? Well, I simply come and put two hashtags. The moment I put two hashtags, AI imagines this to be a headline, but smaller than one hashtag. So one hashtag is the biggest font possible. Two hashtags is still a headline, but smaller than the H1 or one hashtag. If I put three hashtags, it's called headline three, which is still a headline, but smaller than one hashtag and two hashtags. And whenever I put a word inside of stars, it is imagined as bold. Guys, this is what Markdown formatting is. One hashtag, look at the size of the text. AI imagines that to be a big headline. Two hashtags, AI imagines still that to be a big headline, but smaller than H1. When you put three hashtags, AI imagines that to be a headline three, smaller than H1, smaller than H2, but still a headline. And whenever you put a word between two asterisks, AI imagines that in bold. This, my friends, is what called as the markdown prompting. Drop a boom in the chat, guys, if this is insane. There is a coded language with which you can tell AI what is important, what is not. And with the structure that you have, you can explain AI in depth what you want it to give you as well. Yes, awesome. Now I still know, and I can still read a few messages where people were asking, Vaibhav, can you please repeat it? Can you please tell us again? I get it. You know what? What we're going to do right now is we're going to jump onto an example. We're going to write or build an example right now so that you basically understand how to write a prompt like this. So let's do an example right now. And for the example that we want to do, I thought we should build or rebuild the LinkedIn post writer in my style so that you can learn in this process how to build an advanced GPT. Now, the reason why I want to pick this example is also because of one more reason, that this is actually an advanced GPT. It's not even like basic to intermediate. This is intermediate to advanced GPT because this is a complicated GPT actually. And if you end up understanding how I build a GPT like this, I truly believe you can pretty much solve any problem out there by writing markdown prompts. That is exactly why I wanted to pick this as an example. Sounds good? Let us rebuild this LinkedIn post writer which can replicate your style of writing. Give me a thumbs up. All right, let us do that right now, guys. Let us do that right now. So what do we go about? What do we do for us to be able to write a prompt like this? Now, I'm going to give you something that's going to shock you right now. If you guys were thinking, I'm going to write this whole prompt, something like this, all by myself, that is not true. I'm going to get AI to write the whole prompt for me. Yes, surprise, surprise, we're going to get AI to write the whole prompt for us. But it comes with a twist. It is not what you think. I'm not just going to go to AI and I'm not going to be telling AI, hey, write a prompt for me for this. It's not going to work. I'm going to use a proprietary workflow that I have built for myself that allows me to literally not only build prompts, but literally anything out there. What I'm going to teach you is a workflow right now on how to go about solving problems using AI. And in that workflow, we are going to solve a problem today. And what is that problem that we're going to solve? We're going to solve the problem of building an app which can replicate the style of writing and write LinkedIn posts for me. And we do that by using AI. What you're going to learn right now is something called as thinking with AI. Guys, I want all of you guys to drop this in the chat. Thinking with AI. Drop it in the chat because I want you guys to remember this very, very well. Because thinking with AI is that one thing, if you learn, it will change the way you use AI forever. And I can guarantee you that. So the next 30 minutes is probably going to be the most powerful, life-changing hack of AI that you're going to learn. It's called thinking with AI. This is how I go about solving problems by thinking with AI. Okay. So what is the problem statement, guys? The problem statement, let's write it out. Let's use ChatGPT like a note app here. Okay. The problem statement. Problem that we have is we want AI to write LinkedIn posts in my own style. That's the problem statement. So when I think about solution, this is me thinking about a solution. I need to break this problem down into smaller problems. That is how best of problems are solved. Okay. So I'm going to break down this problem into two problems right now. P1 is basically write LinkedIn posts using AI. This is problem number one. And problem number two inside of the main problem is write like me. There are two problems that we need to solve. So the moment I break this problem down, I see two problems. One is that I need to get AI to write like me, which is I feel is much more simpler. The second is that it needs to write like me. Now, I know how to do this. This is done. because I've learned how to write the Twitter generator. So I know how to do this. What I don't know is how to get AI to write like me. So what is the solution to P2, which is the problem number 2? What is the solution? Well, I need to tell AI how I write. This is what I need to solve for. If I tell AI how I write, it will understand how I write, and then it can write like me. Now I'm with a new problem. The moment I'm trying to solve for P2, there's a new problem that is coming up. The new problem is, how do I tell AI how I write? Because if you think about it, let's say if you want to explain anyone, including AI, on how you write, you're going to be stuck, my friend. You're going to be like, I write in simple English, I write in plain English, I write like I speak, and you will give like arbitrary garbage like this, which will not help any AI to write like you. Because AI needs the nuance, AI needs the specifics. How do I tell AI how I write? Well, the new solution to the new problem is, what if I ask AI to tell me how I write? You see how I'm trying to solve one problem, breaking the problem down, trying to solve it, that is leading to a new problem, and then trying to come with a solution that is leading to a new problem. But this is what humans are supposed to do going forward. This is problem solving 101. This is the future of our jobs. Well, the new problem is, how do I tell AI how I write? And the solution that I came up with is, I will ask AI to tell me how I write. Now you will be like, Vaibhav, what is this nonsense? How will AI know how you write? If AI knew how you write, why did you have to tell it in the first place? Well, here's what I mean. I will ask AI to tell me how I write. Well, what if I give a bunch of content that I have personally written in the past? I give that to AI and I'll be like, bro, this is how I write. Okay. Now, I want you to go through all this content and you tell me how I write. Won't I get a report out of this? A much more advanced, extensive report of AI telling me how I write? Guys, if you're able to understand what we are doing, drop in a heart. We are doing problem solving 101 with AI. We are slicing and dicing the problem to smaller pieces and bits. And then we are basically getting AI to solve that for us. That is how we are rolling at this point of time. Right? So let us do that right now. What we're going to do is, first, I need a report to understand how I write my content. So I'm going to ask AI to tell me how I write. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly come here and I'm going to write a prompt like this. You are an expert content analyzer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a 10 of LinkedIn posts that I have personally written in the past, and these have gone viral on LinkedIn. What I want you to do is go through all these 10 LinkedIn posts and understand how I write and give me something called as the content DNA of me. What do I mean by that? You see, I want you to tell me exactly how I write my content, how I write my hook, how I write my body, how I write my call to action, the kind of words that I use, the way I frame sentences, the way I use emojis, the way I use so many other things to write content on my LinkedIn. You see, I end up writing content in a way I do, and I don't know why I do what I do. And I want you to tell me in that content DNA report of mine. You see, I also want you to tell me stuff that I don't know about my writing. I'm sure I'm doing a bunch of things subconsciously, even not realizing what I do. I want you to find all those hidden patterns and literally tell me how I write my LinkedIn content. And on top of that, something very important that I want you to do for me is that, you see, all the content that I'm sharing with you right now are content pieces that have gone viral on LinkedIn. So understand why these content pieces have gone viral on LinkedIn and capture those learnings as well. So that the content DNA framework that you're going to give me has everything captured and it is super detailed, and I don't have to break a sweat, and I can give that report to any ghostwriter, and the ghostwriter should be able to replicate my style in a single click. This is what I want you to do. Did you understand? Guys, that is the prompt. Okay, I wrote everything. And look, I want you to read the last line that I put. I asked a question in the end. Did you understand? I'm going to say, explain me what you understood. I always say this. I always say this. I always say, you explain me what you understood. And look at this. It understood. It said, this is exactly what I understood. You're going to give me 10 of your LinkedIn posts. My job is not to summarize them, but reverse engineer your writing brain. I'll break it down into two levels. Your content DNA, it's going to do all this good stuff for me, and why my posts go viral, and it's going to give me the final output called the Webhub Content OS. It says drop the 10 posts. The moment I say explain me what you understood, I want to make sure AI and I are on the same page. What if I'm saying something and AI understood something else? I don't want that to happen. I want AI to be on the same page. And that's exactly why I always ask AI, you tell me what you understood. And there you go. It understood a lot of things. Now I can simply drop a bunch of LinkedIn posts and I can say, here are the posts. So what I've done is I've already copied 10 of the LinkedIn posts that I've written in the past. And I just pasted it here. And I said, here are the posts. You can see this. It's right here. You can see this. They are all right here. Right. And I'm going to click on the send button. Now, if you have the paid account, I will recommend you to turn on the thinking mode, because thinking mode eventually gives you better answers. Okay. Or if you don't have it, you can keep it on instant as well. Now, I keep it on instant considering that most of you people don't have the paid account. And look at that. It has started to give the whole content DNA framework, guys. Your core content style. You write like business storyteller, explaining a trending event to smart but busy people. Big news, dramatic hook, simple business breakdown, why it matters, open-ended question. Your hook DNA, big brand, dramatic verb, shocking emoji, curiosity bridge. Your body structure. Step one, explain the event, explain the business reason, use bullets or numbered lists, add so what, your CTA DNA, your vocabulary. These are the kind of words that I use. Look at that. All the kind of words that I use very commonly. The sentence DNA. Guys, all here. The emoji DNA. Hidden patterns you may not even realize. It's all here, guys. It's all here. Look at how crazy the report is. It goes on and on and on. And the final diagnosis says your content works because you're not writing like a creator. You're writing like a founder watching the market move in real time. Your voice is curious, dramatic, simple, analytical, slightly playful, business first, and prediction driven. Your signature style is, here is big thing happened. Most people are seeing the headline. I'll show you the business engine behind it. That is your content DNA. Guys, if you think this was mind blowing, drop a MB in the chat. Do you think it is even humanly possible for us to write a prompt like this, for us to get a content like this, or explain our style of writing like this? Do you think it is even humanly possible? I don't think so either. I don't think so either. That, my friends, is the power of this. Now that we have the content DNA report, I'm going to show you one little nice hack right now to make this even better. You see, let's say I want this content DNA report to get even better. What do? I'm going to simply come here and I'm going to be like, hey, I just read the content DNA report. You know what? It's pretty good. It's definitely an 8 out of 10. But you know what? I gave the same task to Claude, and Claude came up with a report which is like a 9.5 out of 10. I thought GPT 5.5 is better than everything else. ChatGPT is better than everything else. But Claude actually beat you. I'm going to give you one more chance to beat Claude. I want you to think harder, understand if there are any gaps that you missed out on, and come back with the content DNA framework, which is definitely a 10 out of 10. Go work hard and come back to me with the final report. Guys, what did I just do? I just said Claude is better than you. I got Claude to do the work. Claude did a better job than you, and I want you to do better. And look at this. It says your push is right. The earlier version captured obvious patterns, but it didn't go deep enough into the mechanics like tension design, post pacing, subconscious defaults, repeatable writing rules, and what a ghostwriter should never break. And it says, you're right. The last report was good, but still too observer level. This one goes deeper. And guys, here comes even more deeper report. You see how our Indian parents are, right? They're never happy with the scores that you get at your school. Even if you're first in your class, they'll be like, why aren't you first in the state? If you're first in the state, they'll be like, why aren't you first in the whole universe? That is how you have to act with AI as well. You have to act like a very, very tough parent. And the kind of outputs that you'll get will be insane. And you see this report is much more deeper, much more intensive, much more longer, captures a lot more things. That's a little hack that I wanted to show you. And you know who I learned this hack from? I actually learned this hack from Larry Page, the founder of Google. I was watching one of his podcasts, so I credit where it's due, right? I was watching one of his podcasts and he told something like this, that every time you scare AI, it comes up with better outputs. I'm like, let me try. And I tried and it worked. And I'm teaching you right now so that you can use as well. So, guys, there are two things that I taught you today. Very, very small things. Number one that I want you to remember is always ask a question on what AI understood. You remember when I asked it, I was like, please explain me what you understood. That is important. So that AI and you are on the same page. And the next is always push AI. If you're doing something important, always push AI to work harder. And you often get better outputs as well. I want you guys to remember these two things. Little hacks, but these are the things that I've learned over 2.5 years. I'm giving them to you so that you can pick them up and the kind of outputs that you get fundamentally changes. Okay, any which ways, we are here. We have the content DNA report right now. Now, what we need is a prompt. So I open a new ChatGPT window. I'm gonna act like 1 second, guys. I want to turn off the history because where is history? Where is memory? Yeah, I want to turn off the memory so that it is not taking up from the best practices and you're actually seeing what you will see. Because if I turn on the memory, right, I've already told AI a bunch of things on how I want ChatGPT to work for me. As a result, it might not show you all the real things. So when I do something, you will see a bit different output. When you do it, you will see a different output. And I don't want that to happen. As a result, I turned off the memory so that both of us will get similar outputs so that you're not confused. Okay. Now, coming here, I wanted to write a prompt right now. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to be like, you are an expert prompt engineer who has written a ton of prompts for custom GPTs. You work in the chat GPT team. You have 10 plus, sorry, not 10 plus. AI is not even 10 years old. So you have 4+ years of experience in writing incredible prompts. What I want you to do is write an incredible prompt which can replicate the style of my writing and write viral LinkedIn posts. So every time I give you a topic, your job is to come up with a LinkedIn post on that topic, which has very, very high chances of going viral. And something that I want you to remember here is that you need to replicate my style of writing when you're writing the content. For you to be able to replicate the style of my writing, what I will do is I will basically give you my content DNA analysis, the whole report which captures how I write my content. So when you're writing this prompt, I want you to read the content DNA analysis, understand how I write, incorporate all those things so that even a custom GPT can write exactly like me on any topic. That is the job that I want you to do. Did you understand? There you go. I always say, did you understand? Here it comes. Did you understand? I click on the send button. Let it tell me what it understood. And here it comes. It understood exactly what I want. It says, once you share the content DNA analysis, it will give me the full prompt. So what do? I will act as if I have written the full report, come back here, and I'm going to share the content DNA analysis. I just typed analytics, but that's okay. Okay, I forgot how to type, guys. It says this is solid. Your content DNA is very clear and very replicatable. I'll turn this into actually what you asked for. And folks, look at this. Drop in a heart. Here comes the prompt. It has something called as role, core objective, master structure, literally breaking down the structure for me, everything around it. Look how awesome this is. What you just built and everything around. So it ended up coming with a prompt. Very, very cool prompt. But you must have realized one thing. This prompt is not in the markdown formatting. It is long, it is detailed, but it's not in the markdown formatting. So what do you do? I told you it needs to be in markdown formatting for you to get great output. So what do? Well, I do something very, very simple. I'm going to come back, copy this prompting structure, go open ChatGPT again, paste this prompting structure, and I'm going to be like, come to the top, and I'm going to be like, hey, thanks for the prompt, but can you rewrite the whole prompt in the structure given below? That is a prompting structure that I want the prompt to be. Feel free to add your own headlines if you want to, but I want at least this structure to be intact. So rewrite the whole prompt without losing the impact of it by using this structure for me. There you go, guys. And here is the structure, and I click on the send button. And look at this. Got it. It now says role, objective, context, instructions, instruction 1, 2, 3, all of those instructions as well. And we have the whole prompt coming up right now in the format that we want to. But still, there is something missing. What is missing, guys? Let me know in the chat. I want to know if you guys got it. What is missing? The prompt is here, but there is something missing. Yes. Where is the markdown format? Now you can see it has increased the size of the font. It is headlines. It has bolded the text, but where are the hashtags and stars? Well, this is exactly why I removed the memory, because I wanted it to come like this. You know, the reason why it came like this is because we are using ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not built for advanced users like you and me. ChatGPT is built for everyone to use. As a result, it is not smart enough to understand that you might require the prompt with actual markdown. So it is not optimizing for that. So, but you want the hashtags and stars. So you just have to say this line. Give me the prompt in a code editor or a code block so that the markdown format is retained. When you write a line like this, when you say, give me the output in a code editor or a code block, that is when, guys, you will get the output with hashtags and stars. And look at that. I said, give me the output in a code editor or a code block. So the box that you're seeing right now is a code editor or a code block. As a result, look at this. Drop a boom in the chat. We are now getting the prompt with the hashtags and the stars. And folks, we have our prompt ready. Guys, was this process insane? Was this process insane? Drop a wow emoji. Respond to me with a wow emoji so that I know you understood the power of this. I told you it's going to change the way you're going to use AI forever. Because the moment you learn how to think with AI, you're going to think like a different beast altogether. Right? Awesome. Now that we have the prompt, I'm going to copy the prompt, come back to ChatGPT, and build a GPT right now, right? Click on the sidebar, click on Explore GPTs, click on the Create button, and this time I'll directly jump to Configure, and I will paste all the instructions. There you go. All the instructions are now pasted. I can call this the LinkedIn post writer VS style for LinkedIn. And I can say something like this. And you know what? This one little hack that I want to tell you. There is something called as knowledge that is right here, where you can upload a file. So you remember, right? We have this, we gave AI a bunch of LinkedIn posts of mine. What if I want all of that in form of a PDF, right? So I can just open docs.google.com. I think it'll probably ask me to log in because I'm incognito. So I'll go here. I'll just go to docs.google.com, create a new doc, and paste. You can see the whole LinkedIn post is pasted here. And I'm going to say sample LinkedIn posts, and I'm gonna download this as a PDF. I'll tell you what I'm doing, and then I'll do one more thing, okay? I'll create a new document again, and I will say content DNA framework of WebHub Systems posts. And you remember, right, the content DNA framework that we got, guys, you don't have to do this, but I do this so that I can get the best possible output ever, ever, ever. All right. So here it comes. So this was our content DNA, right? I'm going to copy this content DNA that we used to make a prompt, and I'm going to paste it right here. So the whole content DNA is here, right? And I'm going to download this as well as a PDF. Now with the prompt, what I'm doing is with the prompt inside of custom GPT with the prompt, I'm also uploading the sample LinkedIn post and also the content DNA framework. Funny, just FYI. Okay, that's okay. I just heard beeps because of compute usage. I don't know if you could hear it.
No.
Because of beeps, I thought my computer could restart. So I just wanted to bring you in saying my computer can restart, so be around, but looks like it stopped. Okay. Okay, guys. Where is that? Where is that? We just downloaded it. Okay, let me find those files. Okay, I got it. No, I didn't get it actually. Where is it? Downloads. Okay, for whatever reason, I'm not able to find them. So I'm going to use the Finder to find it. Okay, there you go. I found it right now. Content DNA framework. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and upload it right here. In fact, for whatever reason, it is not even allowing me to drag and drop. So I'm going to select this file. Okay, upload files. It's in downloads. Search for the file. And here it comes. I'm uploading that. Give it a second for it to get uploaded. And there you go. It is uploaded right now. And then I also want to upload the LinkedIn post. Okay, there you go. Where is it? Okay, sample LinkedIn posts, upload that as well. So guys, what have I done? So what I'm doing is I'm not only writing a great prompt, but I'm also uploading the sample LinkedIn post and the content DNA framework. This way, this tool has every possible thing to be able to replicate my style of writing. Are you able to understand what I just did? Now, this is not mandatory. Let me make that very, very clear. This is not mandatory. But the reason why I did that is because if I do this, the quality of output would go up drastically. That is why I did it. And I wanted to teach you this as well. Now that we have done it, I can simply click on the create button, save it to only me, and click on the save button. Right? There you go. I'm saving it. Let it get saved for a second, guys. And looks like the GPT is ready. I can just copy this URL, open it on a new window because I didn't really show you how your GPT is going to look like. And here it comes. Postwriter VS style for LinkedIn. Let's give it a topic right now. Topic, let's say GPT 5.5 is going to beat Anthropic / Claude to become the king of AI. Okay, let's say this is a topic that I want to write LinkedIn content on. Look at this. The moment I sent it, it has started to read something about it. And here comes the LinkedIn post, guys. OpenAI just put Anthropic's Claude on notice. Here is why this could reshape the AI power battle. A GPT 5.5 is rumored to be massive leap. Better reasoning, faster responses, deeper integrations across products. On surface, it looks like another model. But why does it matter? Because this is no longer about who has the smartest AI. It's about who controls the system. Here's the real game. GPT has distribution, data, ecosystem, brand, speed, platform. The bigger picture, guys, this is a very good LinkedIn post. This, I have to tell you, is a very, very good LinkedIn post. How much would you rate it? I'm very curious to know. From a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate this LinkedIn post? That just came out. I can tell you one thing, that it replicated my style of writing to the T. It just replicated my style of writing. It's probably a 8.5 out of 10. I'll tell you why it's 8.5 out of 10, because it said GPT 5.5 is rumored to be massive leap. It forgot that it is already out there. So what I can do is I can basically say, can you read up the internet and then rewrite it so that information is accurate? Because this post was not accurate actually. It said GPT 5.5 is rumored, but it's already live. And here it comes. Now it has updated it. Now it doesn't say rumored anymore because I just said, can you read up the internet and then write the info is accurate? So it updated the information. And here comes the whole LinkedIn post for us, guys. This is how you end up building advanced GPTs. Now I told you one thing. I told you I'll teach you how to build a GPT like this for free as well. How many of you guys want to know that? How can I build this for free? Yes? Okay. I'm sure a lot of you people. For that, I need two things. You know what that is? Number one is the prompt. You see this prompt? This prompt is what I need. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go to something called as gemini.google.com. Yes, Gemini, even on the free version, has something called as gems. This, my friends, is called as Gem Manager, which is similar to that of Custom GPT. So I can simply click on New Gem. And you remember the prompt that we created? I can simply paste it here. Now, this is why I didn't teach you Gemini Gem first, guys, because I knew that for you to be able to do Gemini Gems, you need to be able to write your own prompt. So first, I wanted to teach you how to write your own prompt. Then I wanted to teach you Gemini Gems, right? Now that you learned how to write prompts, I can write the post writer VS style for LinkedIn and the knowledge. I need to upload those files. So I'm going to do that uploading of files as well. Downloads. Here it comes. I uploaded both the files. It is uploading right now. It's the same thing. The prompt is what changes the game for you. On ChatGPT, you can use the GPT models. On Gemini, you can use the Gemini models. Now, let's see which one does a better job. I'm going to give the same question to this as well. Topic is this. Let's see which one comes up with a better answer. There you go. I'm going to turn on thinking because it's free. So why not? Look at that. It has started to reason. It says predicting AI dominance. It's going to read about a bunch of stuff. And here it comes. OpenAI is all set to kill Claude. I can tell you with the first line. This is my style. Here is why this is bigger than people think. Damn, it is. It just killed it. Okay. For the first time since AI wars began, OpenAI actually looked vulnerable. Anthropic's Claude didn't just compete, it started to win on everything. But the king is about to reclaim the throne. GPT 5.5 isn't just a minor update, it's a total reset of AI hierarchy. But why does that move matter? Most people think AI is about better chatbot. OpenAI knows better. They aren't building a smarter search engine. They're building the world's first digital employee. Guys, I have a question for all of you people. Which one is better, Gemini Gem or ChatGPT? Let me know. Gemini Gem or ChatGPT? Yes, someone mentioned it has M dashes. That is true. It does have M dashes. So how do I update that? Let's say there is an M dash and you want to make sure that your LinkedIn posts never have M dashes. Gemini Gem is clearly winning. It's crazy. Okay, I'm going to turn off the chat. Very good question. Someone noticed an M dash here and they're like, Webov, there's an M dash. So what do I do? Well, I can simply go to the edit button, go to the prompt, open the prompt, and then you see there are note 1, note 2, note 3 here. I'm just going to copy a note, make it note 4, and I'm going to say, never use M dash in my content. And you know what? If I think it is very, very important, I'll just put 2 stars as well. That's it. That is why we use notes. You don't have to go back to AI to update the prompt. I could just add it as a note because that was never mentioned. and click on update. And you know what? AI will take care of it from here. Make sense, guys? Drop in a heart if this makes sense. Drop in a heart if this was incredibly powerful. Drop in a heart if you think this session has made a difference so far in your life. So, what you learned over the course of, I don't know, last 90 minutes are things that I've mastered over last couple of years. I've shown you those little nuggets and little examples that will help you to make this better. But I know for a fact that all of you guys are hoping that Webhub, can you teach this one more time? Can you teach this one more time so that we are very sure on how to do this? How many of you guys want more? Drop a comment, one more. If you guys want me to teach you this one more time, with a different example, of course, I don't want to show you the same example, different example so that you can bake this in. Yes, let's do very quickly one more. Okay. Now, the one more example that we're going to do is very helpful. I have been seeing that a lot of you guys have been asking a lot of questions in the chat. And sadly, because we literally have tens of thousands of people attending our sessions, it is impossible for me to answer or clear everybody's doubts. So I thought, what if I build an app right in front of you guys, which can answer every single question of yours? It's a AI Q&A bot where you can ask a question about the mastermind and it should be able to answer the question. Should we do that? I love those celebration emojis that have come through. Let us do that right now. Now, I'll tell you the basic logic of this. One is that we need a killer prompt. Two is that you might have this question saying, Webhub, how the hell does AI know what you covered in the session? Well, because of this. You see, we are going to be attaching, you remember the knowledge base where we attach the content DNA framework and example LinkedIn post. In this case, we're going to attach this transcript. Everything that was taught to you guys, funny, this was the old session, right?
Yes, Vaibhav.
So everything, I mean, obviously, this is a transcript from an old session as an example. Everything that was taught to you guys in the first session. And is this only the first session or the full
It's only the
thing?
first session. It's only the
But
first
the
session.
last one.
Correct.
Okay, guys. So this is the first session of the last mastermind that we did. Transcript of everything that was spoken. This is 114 pages of document right here. How did we get it? Well, if you just go to Google or ChatGPT or Perplexity and look for video to text converter, you will land on a website like HappyScribe where you upload the Zoom recording or any video for that matter. It can convert that into a transcript. That's what we did. We used a tool like this and got the whole recordings transcript right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this to a Gemini gem, give a nice little prompt so that it can act like a kick-ass mentor. That's what we're going to do. Well, I'm going to come here and get the prompt written. This time, let's use Gemini, right? And I'm going to be like, you are an expert prompt engineer who has written literally thousands of prompts for Gemini gems. I want you to build a Gemini gem for me, which basically will, act as a outskill AI mentor. You see, this is going to be a mentor app where our learners can come and ask questions about anything around what was covered in the AI mastermind. Your job is to understand the question, find the relevant answer from the transcript that we are attaching to you. Once you find the answer, explain that answer back to the learner like you're the best teacher in the world. That is the prompt that I want you to write. Here you go. I've given the explanation of what I want the prompt. Of course, I can say, I can ask it, did you understand? I didn't do it because, I want to move fast right now. And I have the, the pro mode on so that I can get a very good prompt. And here it comes, guys. Here it comes. The Outskill AI Mentor prompt is right here. There's one thing that I forgot to add. I have to add this here. Hey, one more thing that I forgot to add about this app is that if someone asks you a question which was not covered in the session, and you are not able to find that information in the transcript, I want you to say that that was probably not covered in the session, and you can probably reach out to the Outskill support or one of the mentors to get the answer. And don't make up answers yourself. Make sure you include this in the prompt. There you go. I made some update because I suddenly remembered of this. There you go. Here comes the whole prompt, guys. Now the prompt is here, but you can clearly see the prompt is not in the markdown formatting that we want. And I told you what we need to do here. Well, very simple. What we're going to do is copy this prompt structure, come back, and I'm going to be like, can you please rewrite the whole prompt in the markdown formatting structure that is shared above and give me the output in a code editor or a code block so that the markdown formatting is retained. There you go. I've dropped the framework. I've put a message saying, please rewrite the prompt in markdown formatting and give me the output in a code editor or a code block. You remember, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you remember why we said code editor or code block. Give me a thumbs up so that we can get the output in this box. So that we can get this output in this box. We got the prompt. I can simply copy this, go to Gemini Gems, click on new gem, paste the prompt, upload the knowledge base of the transcript. Let me first download the transcript. There you go. Okay. I'll upload the transcript. There you go. I'm going to call this the Outskill AI Mentor. Funny, do you have any tough question to ask?
Yes, I think one of the things that was confusing for a lot of people was the five-step process of how text models work. We taught them a five-step process of how the models perceive prompts. Maybe we could do a recap of that.
The mentor taught us on how, models work, and I could not understand it because it was too technical for me. Could you quickly explain it to me on how they actually work? There were some 5 steps to it. Okay, let's see. All right, guys, that's a fantastic question. At first, the way Raghuveer explained it in sessions makes it very simple to visualize. Think of an LLM as a super smart robo friend who read every book and conversation ever written. Step 1, tokenization. Step 2, embedding. Step 3, transformers. 4, prediction. 5, response generation. You're doing great. Moving from zero to understanding's foundational steps is a huge leap in your journey to becoming an AI generalist. How beautiful is that, guys? If you think that's a good answer, drop in a heart. Funny, tougher question, man. Tougher ones.
Okay, let's make this very vague. We taught them a tool that helps them network with friends of friends. When they are applying to jobs, etc., they can basically reach out to a lot of people. It's a very vague
I
question,
have
but
no
let's see.
idea. I have no idea what this tool is. Okay. So there was a tool that was taught, which was there to find friends of friends and network with them and connect with them using AI. I can't remember that tool because I was busy watching cricket. So could you remind me of that tool? What tool are you talking about? I
I'm
can't
talking
think of it.
about.
Is this a new tool?
No, this is happenstance.
Oh,
It got
oh
it right.
yeah, of course. Of course. Dude, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed actually. Happenstance. Yes, there you go, guys. Friends of Friends is called as happenstance. This is everything that it can do. Guys, don't you think this is wild? That it was actually able to pick up this.
Insane.
Drop in a
Insane.
heart, guys, or a wow emoji if you think I am actually blown that it's managed to pull this off as well. So, but there you go, guys. We have a nice little app that is built out which can literally answer questions based on the session that you've attended. And you know what? We're gonna make this available for all of you people. We're gonna make this available for all of you people so that you can use this. Okay. And you know what? In reality, to be very frank, this is not what we are making it available for you guys. We have built an app called as Outskill AI. This is the app that will be available for you. Here you can ask whatever question you want to about the session that you have attended, and it will be able to answer all without breaking a sweat. And here it comes. All right. All without breaking a sweat, it will be able to answer. This is the app that you guys will get access to, which is called as the AI Mentor, and you will have it for as long as you want it to be. But I have a question. Do you guys want to learn how I actually built this app? I built this app in like 10 minutes, by the way, without writing a single line of code. Yes, drop a boom in the chat. And what if I tell you the whole app is built for free? And also, the prompt that is used inside of the app was something that I wrote last week during a session like this. Yes, okay. Let me do that. This is going to be very quick, but let me do this. Guys, so here's the thing. The thing is, if I want to build a beautiful UI like this, I can't directly use Gemini Gems. So for you to be able to build an app like this, you need two tools. One, an AI agent builder for it to build the backend of the tool, and a front end builder. The backend builder that we're going to use for this is called as Lizer.ai. Lizer.ai is an incredibly powerful platform with which you can build AI agents without writing a single line of code. So I can go to Agent Studio after logging in. I hope I've logged in. Okay, there you go. I've logged in, and I can simply click on Agent button right here. And once I do, right, it's going to ask me a bunch of questions. I'm going to say Outskill AI Mentor. What is the description? It's asking me which AI model do I want to use. Let's say I want to use the 3.1 Flash, which is a very fast model. Now it's asking me for the prompt. You can see it's asking me for the prompt, but it's asking me to put it in 3 different buckets: role, goal, and instructions. So we already have the prompt. So I'm going to go here, click on the edit button because we already have the prompt. I don't need to write the prompt again, right? The role is here. So I'm going to copy this, paste the role. Then there is goal. The goal is basically the objective. So I'm going to copy the objective and paste it right here. And then comes instructions. For the rest of the prompt, which is the context and instructions, I can just copy this and paste it right here. There you go. The prompt is ready. And now the next thing is knowledge base, because I have to upload this transcript. So it has something called as knowledge base right here. I can toggle this add button and I can create a new knowledge base. To save time, I'm going to use one that was uploaded, I don't know, a year back. I'm going to just select that one for now. Or you can add an actual knowledge base right here and click on the save button. And that's it, guys. I click on create. Just like we created a Gemini gem, we have created this as well. What is prompting? Let's see if we are able to get an answer. And here it comes. The prompting works. Everything is working at this point of time. Okay. It's all working. It's all doing great. Now, we have to give this, like I told you, this is the back end of the app. This is how we built a Gemini gem. Now we have to give a beautiful UI like this. For you to build a beautiful UI like this, you can go to Google AI Studio, right? Something like Google AI Studio, which is completely free, by the way. Once I go to Google AI Studio, I can simply write a prompt like this. I want to build an incredible app, which is going to be called as the Outskill AI Mentor. What this app will do is going to be like a chatbot app where my learners can ask questions and it should be able to answer those questions. What I want you to do in this is that, the UI could be similar to that of ChatGPT and Claude, but the branding of the app should be closer to my company, which is outskill.com. That is the UI I want you to be able to build. People should be able to click on new chat, start a chat, have a chat with the AI and get their questions all solved. To power the backend of the tool, I want it to be integrated with the Lizer AI agent. The Lizer AI agent code is something that I will share with you. Use that to build the backend so that the app works the way it should. There you go, guys. I have entered the prompt. And now the Lizer AI agent, the one that we built, how do I integrate the code? 2 buttons. You see this agent API right here? I tap on this button. Then I come to inference, the second option. All I have to do is copy. That's it. I click on agent API. I click on inference. I copy this code. And then I come to Agent Studio and I basically say, here is the backend code. And I just paste the code and click on build. That's it, guys. That is it. It will take about 10 minutes. The Google AI Studio will build a beautiful UI, integrate the backend with the Lizer AI agent to be able to build a full-fledged app like this, hopefully much more beautiful right now, right in front of you guys. You have to give it about 10 minutes for it to bake that in. So let's give it that 10 minutes. And after the 10 minutes, it should be built out and I will be able to tell you what it can do. You can also see it's giving me some design styles. I want it dark and elegant, or what is this? Let's say I want like this frosted glass. I can literally select that design as well. It gave me some options. But anyways, it has started to build right now. Give it 10 minutes. As in 10 minutes, you will see the whole app being baked in. Now, what we're going to do is, because we have 10 minutes, Funny, why don't you show something that you wanted to teach? So Funny guys has been playing with some tool and he found it to be very, very interesting. And he was like, Weber, we should teach that. Right. So I'm going to give him 10 minutes. Okay. I will let Funny take over. I will let Funny teach you that very incredible tool. As I take a quick 5 minute break between, you don't get a break. Right. I take a quick 5 minute break. And once you come back, I'm going to show you how this app is going to look like. And not just that, I'm going to show you how to convert the whole thing into a voice agent, a AI mentor, which will be turned into a voice agent so you can talk to it and it can talk back to you. And finally, the last 90 minutes is going to be mind blowing because I'm going to show you how I use AI on a every single day. The workflows that I use, the tools that I use, the agents that I've built, the products that I've built, so that you get a glimpse of what it feels like to work in the age of AI. How many of you guys are excited about that? Drop in a heart. If you want to see how the tools that I use, the workflows that I use, the way I operate as an AI orchestrator is what I'm going to show you. Incredible. With that being said, Funny, over to you. You literally have 10 minutes. Okay. I'm going to take
Perfect,
that
Vaibhav.
10-minute break. I'm going to let AI to ship this product for us. And I'm sure this 10 minutes is going to blow everybody's mind. So over to you, my friend.
Absolutely. All right, folks. So, what I wanted to use this time for is, remember when Raghuveer was ending the session, he mentioned that he used a design tool that absolutely blew his mind. That is the design tool that I wanted to go ahead and show to all of you. And I have a use case that I'll go ahead and show as well. But this design tool is inside of another tool that we have all been using until now, which is Claude. So to be able to access this design tool, you need to be on the paid version of Claude.ai. But as you're on the paid version of Claude.ai, in the left side menu, you will be able to find an option called Design. Now, as you click on Design, you enter this new ecosystem called Claude Design. It's currently in research preview. They're going to launch it very soon for everybody else to go ahead and use. But Claude Design is absolutely a game changer when it comes to whether you want to go ahead and build websites, whether you want to go ahead and build presentations or slide decks, whether you want to go ahead and build videos or generate videos, all of that can be done using Claude Design. So over the next 8 minutes that I have, I'll quickly give you a tutorial of how you can use Claude Design as well, right? Now, once you click on the design option, you enter this particular environment. And the first thing that you should be doing inside of Claude Design is go into this option called Design Systems, because here is where you are going to go ahead and create a new design system, which is based on the design language of your own brand. So whenever you have used, I'm sure everybody here used AI tools to go ahead and try to create a website probably or create presentations, but you might have realized that your brand's design doesn't come through very well on the presentation, and Claude Design changes that exactly, because here you can set up your entire design system by giving it some of your files, which you can go ahead and import from GitHub, or you can link it directly from your computer, or in case your designer has created the design files on Figma, you can simply go ahead and upload the entire design. I mean, upload the entire Figma file here, and it will then read through everything, understand the design guidelines, and create the design system for you. I'm going to quickly show you one of the design systems that I have created, which is the Outskill design system itself, right? You have been seeing us using the Outskill slides all throughout. So you get a sense of how this design looks like. I've simply gone ahead, put up the Figma file of our Outskill design, and it was able to go ahead and capture every element from it, right? And once the design system gets created, you will be able to go ahead and vet it and approve it as well. You can either say looks good or you can say needs work, and it basically pulls out every micro element from the entire design file that you have gone ahead and uploaded, right? Here you can see it has pulled out the font, it is pulling out the different buttons that it should have, it is pulling out the brand colors, where should the dark surfaces or what should the dark surfaces look like, what should the colors on foreground text look like, and everything else. Extremely detailed. And now that you have this design system created for your brand, you can simply come back into the main menu. Let us say you're creating a presentation, which is the example that I'm going to go ahead and take. You can go into the slide deck option here, name your project, whatever it is that you may want to call it. I'm going to go ahead and name this Outskill Expansion to LATAM regions. Let's do a deck on that because that is something that I was working on. So, and once you enter the name of the presentation that you're creating, you can now select your design system. So here, Outskill design system is the one that I showed you. I'm going to go ahead and select that, and then you click on create. Once you click on create, this kind of environment will open up where you can go ahead and on the left side instruct Claude Design as to what should it create using the design system that you have created, right? So it is inside that design system currently, and it is saying describe what you want to create. Now, here is where I can go ahead and put my content for the slides. Now, how do I get the content? I told you that I am researching on how Outskill can expand in the LATAM regions like Mexico, Peru, and all of that, right? So I went ahead, gave a prompt to ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT to take the role of an expert management consultant and do a research of how edtech market is looking like in the LATAM countries. And it took about 14 minutes already, gave me this entire executive summary of what's happening, what are the countries that we need to look at, or the cities that we need to look at, and everything around it. What are going to be the challenges? What are the opportunities that we have, and everything else. I worked on this research that it gave because, like we learned in the first session, you don't just use the deep research of one particular model, you use deep research of multiple different models. So I went ahead, gave it a lot of context of my own. You can see I pasted a text, and then I asked it to generate a final report for me. And once it did all of that, I finally asked it to give me the content for every slide. So it gave me this entire content, and it went ahead and created around 18 different slides. All that I need to do right now is to copy all of this content, come back into the space that we already have in the Claude design, and then just paste this entire content. Once I have pasted it, I can simply go ahead and say, I have gone ahead and pasted the content that I need to have on my slides. Please go ahead, review this entire content, which is on how Outskill can expand to LATAM regions, and build out an entire presentation for me that I can go ahead and show to my founder using the Outskill design system. You can give it a prompt in simple English and click on send. Now, what it will do is it will start using the design system that we have created to go ahead and build out the entire presentation. Now, this entire process takes about 5 to 10 minutes. So I've already gone ahead and created an entire presentation that I'm going to show to you just so that we could save time. But what everybody also needs to understand is that when you're creating a design system, that is when Claude consumes more tokens. But when you're using the design system, the token consumption is low, right? So once it builds out, you're going to go ahead and get an output like this. You've been seeing the Outskill design so far. The exact design is what it was able to replicate in this entire deck that it went ahead and created. It's an 18 page or 18 slides presentation. It says stepping into LATAM, and actually drop in a heart. Let me check if that option is open for all of you. But drop in a heart if you like what you're seeing on the screen. Give me a second. I will. All right. I'll ask you all. In fact, let me know on the chat what you feel about this that you're seeing on the screen as I take you through the slides, right? Stepping into LATAM. LATAM is a high growth, underserved AI education market. What is the timing is strongly favorable at this point of time. Digital acceleration is happening. A large and fast growing edtech market is what we are seeing. Based on all the data that it found in the research, it was able to go ahead and make this entire graph as well, which you can go ahead and use. The AI skills gap is the core opportunity. Look at how consistent the design is on every slide that we are looking at, right? And it also pulled out how LATAM learns. Mobile first, practical learning is what they prefer. They're price sensitive, they like short modules, and they're all about certifications. It's crowded, but nothing is available at this point of time that is very deep, which is why Outskill can go ahead and win. It is paid right now for those of you who are mentioning on the chat, but this could very well be available for a lot of people for free or for limited credit usage as well. But this, just look at the design, right? This completely takes away the role of a designer as well. This is available inside of Claude itself. Omi, if you are asking what I'm using currently, you can see it on the URL. It is inside of Claude. It's called Claude Design. And just look at what it has gone ahead and created. The GTM plan also is right here for us. I can simply go ahead and share this with Vaibhav, who is the founder, for him to go ahead and review. And if I don't like something here, I can simply click on edit and I can change the colors as well right here. If I don't like the font, I can change the font and everything else. And once I'm fine or happy with the result, I can go ahead and simply click on share and download this as a PPT and upload it to Google Slides and continue to edit there, or upload it, use it as a PPT presentation itself, right? Notebook LM also does not get the design this accurately, and you can today use Claude Design to create websites. Now, if I go back to my homepage and select prototype and use the same design system of Outskill, it will create a new website in the Outskill design for me. That is how powerful Claude Design today is. I think for presentations and for design, Claude is much better than Gemini as well. I hope all of you got a sense of how you can use Claude Design. It is inside of Claude. You simply go to Claude. And if you're on the paid version, you will be able to see the design. You click on design and you enter this entire ecosystem. Okay, I see Vaibhav is back. But yeah,
Crazy,
Vaibhav,
crazy.
that
I
is the
think
deck
Claude
that I'm going to
Design,
as well. Yeah.
yeah, this Claude Design is just insane. Guys, drop in a heart for funny. Drop in a heart for funny for covering that incredible information for all of you people. Thanks, Funny. Thanks for
I think
picking
a
the
lot
stuff
of
up for
people are
me.
mentioning that free version is not available, but you will get a better perspective on free versus paid tools as we move forward as well, everyone. I'll clarify that towards the end.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. As Funny was teaching you guys everything around Claude Design, what our Google AI Studio cooked is this. We just gave the prompt. It did a bunch of work, you guys can see, right? It did everything autonomously. And here we are, right? And I can simply ask a question, what is prompting? And you know what? We will basically get the answer. There you go. Here it comes. Beautiful glass morphism design, designed, powered by Laser AI, designed by outskilled.com, because maybe I used outskill in the word, but you get the idea. The whole app is single shotted. Like we just said that, built an app like this, and here comes the whole app. I can also say, right, like, hey, the design is actually in blue color. Outskill brand colors are neon green, dark green, and black and stuff like that. So can you make sure you fix that? And I could just drop in a prompt like this, and that's it. And now it's working on something. You can see once it is done, I can click on the send and it will be able to do that as well. Okay, awesome. So let it do its work. I told you I'm going to show you one more thing also in this process, and that is what I want to show you very quickly right now. Do you guys want to know how to build a voice agent out of this? Drop a hell yeah in the chat. A voice agent out of this. And of course, guys, you can publish it by clicking on this button, publish, right? A voice agent is where you can talk to AI and it can talk back to us. Yes, let us do that right now. For you to build a voice agent, what you'll have to do is go to this platform called as Vapi. Okay. Once you go to Vapi, I can simply log in. And look at that. This is what Vapi looks like. I can simply go to assistants, which is right here, and I click on create assistant. And let me call this the Outskill AI mentor. Very simple. Click on create assistant. For whatever reason, it says failed to fetch. I will say 2.0. Let's see if it is able to create. Let me do a quick hard refresh. For whatever reason, it is saying failed to create. That's okay. We're going to try it again and see if it's going to work. It's loading, guys. You guys can see it's loading. Okay. I come to assistants again, create assistant. I'm going to call this the AI mentor by Outskill. Let's say, click on create assistant. Hope it's going to work. And here it comes. It does work. Now, right now, I can select which AI model I want. Let's say I keep it to OpenAI. Let's say I want 5.4 mini, which is a very fast model. And then it needs a prompt. Again, it's the same thing. And I have the prompt ready. So I just copy this, paste it right inside. The prompt is good to go. Then it asks me for a knowledge base, like you can imagine, and click on add a new file. But for this example, I'm going to just stick to an old transcript that I have. And that's it, guys. Because this is a voice agent, I can select a voice as well. So you can see there's a voice option. I select the voice and it has a bunch of free options that you can select from, right? But since I'm a slightly advanced user, I'm going to select manual voice ID and I added a custom voice ID right inside of it. But you can use one of the voice IDs that are already there. Simply click on publish. That's all I need to do. That's all I need to do. And it says assistant is published. Let me quickly see if I'm sharing the audio with you guys or not so that you can hear me. Here we come inside. I'll click on the talk button and look at this. It's connecting.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How can I help you today?
Well, I was wondering if you could clear a few doubts of mine because I attended the program by Outskill.
Absolutely. Happy to help. Please send me your specific doubts or questions from the Oxford program, and I'll do my best to answer them based on the session transcripts.
Awesome. So could you tell me what prompting actually means, and is prompting even important? Like, why do I have to follow such fancy rules to write prompts? Few people are like, it sounds like me. Okay. What happened? You got stuck
Sorry,
for
a few more
second?
seconds.
Go on, go on. Sorry, I interrupted.
Great question. Here's the simple version. Prompting means the way you give input to AI. In the session, they said, for AI, we are the ones who give that input, or we are the ones who engineer how that input is given. So prompt engineering is basically learning how to ask AI in a better way so you can get the kind of response you want. Why is it important? Because as the session explained, prompting is one of the key skills that you need to be.
Yes, guys, for all the people wondering, that is my voice. I got AI to clone my voice so that it can sound exactly like me. That is what we did here, and that is what you heard. So, what we did is we pulled up a voice and we basically trained it with a bunch of my audio to make it sound exactly like me. And that is why you were able to hear the voice to be sounding exactly like me. And parallelly, if you remember, I said, can you make it an Outskill brand colors? And look at that. It worked for some time and brought it all into green and everything around it for it to be in the Outskill brand colors as well, parallelly as we were doing both the stuff. So folks, this is what I wanted to show you so that you guys get a very good sense of what is possible with AI. Now, with that being said, I wanted to take it to the next level. You see, we all want you guys to succeed in the AI first world. And for you guys to succeed in the AI first world, I don't want you guys to stay where you are at this point of time. Of course, the mastermind is helping you to push your levels to a very different level, but I don't want you guys to stop here. As a result, we have decided to give you a roadmap which is completely free of cost that will be available to you for download after the 2-day mastermind is over. That roadmap will give you next steps so that after the 2-day mastermind is over, you should know what you should do next, what you should learn next. How can you go deeper into the subject? How can you not be the top 5%, but actually get to the top 1%, right? And we want all you guys to win. As a result, we built this super extensive roadmap where you can follow the roadmap, learn stuff all by yourself, read up stuff from articles on the internet and everything, and win in the AI first world. You should be making that roadmap your AI Bible for the next 18 months. But you know what? When we started to give this roadmap to people, one problem that we faced was a lot of people would take the roadmap, start it, and never actually finish it. What do I mean by that? You see, never actually finish the work because they don't really know where the goalpost is. So we wanted to fix it. I thought if I can show you what each and every one of you would be capable of, if you follow the roadmap for the next 18 months and learn, you will have a goalpost to chase and win and learn. And that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. So I want you guys to be super focused and listen to me right now. For the next 90 minutes, okay, next 80 minutes to 90 minutes, I will show you how I use AI on a every single day level. The kind of tools that I use, the kind of workflows that I use, the kind of automations that I use, the kind of agents that I use, and everything around it. So that you know and you get to understand what is AI capable of today. The thing that fears me the most is that most of the people think AI is ChatGPT. Most people don't realize the power of AI as of today. And I don't want you people to be like that. So I'm going to show you everything that I use. And on top of that, I'm going to give you a roadmap end of 2 days so that you can follow the roadmap and achieve everything that you are going to see from my end. Drop in a heart if that makes sense. But it comes with a caveat. And the caveat is, I will not be able to teach you everything. I'm going to show you everything. For you to learn all these things, you have to follow the roadmap. And the roadmap will be given to you for free anyways. If I want to teach you everything step by step, it's going to easily take me 200 to 300 hours, which I don't have, neither do you. So use this as a show, sit back, relax, watch what AI is capable of. Once that has happened, you have the roadmap, you can learn everything yourself. All right. With that being said, sounds like a deal? Drop a comment, deal in the chat if that sounds like a deal. Deal in the chat, guys, that you will listen, you will take notes, you will get a sense of what is possible, follow using the roadmap, and then learn things. As I show you a lot of things, you guys will definitely get bamboozled. You'll be like, what the hell is even happening? So don't worry about it. See what's happening. Follow the roadmap after the 2 days is over. All right. With that being said, let's get right into this magic. Let me quickly share my screen. And in this journey, right, I'm also going to show you what it takes to become a true AI generalist. What are the kind of things that you should be able to achieve as a true AI generalist so that you basically increase your odds of winning by a significant level? So folks, the level 1, there are 5 levels to becoming an AI generalist, right? The level 1 is basically mastering advanced prompting techniques. You see, today you learned magic prompt formula, maybe some level of context engineering, and then you learned the markdown prompting. But these are not enough. These are just the beginning. So there are a lot more prompting techniques that we have covered in the roadmap. Make sure you go and learn all of them. But there is one big gap that I see in most of the people. Most of the people think AI is like, Chat GPT, Gemini, and Claude. It is not. You guys came across this thing called as Open Router today, right? Open Router at this point of time has a ton of AI models. If I just select text, you can see there are 367 AI models at this point of time live for just text on Open Router. And if I go to rankings, you will see which AI models are performing best. If I go to trending, right, you can literally see there's an AI model called as Laguna M1, Owl Alpha, CodeStrill, GPT 5.5, DeepSeek V4, all mini LM, Kokoro 22 million. These are the AI models that are trending at this point of time. While the names might sound funny to you guys, but these are the models that are cutting edge at this point of time. These are the models that people are using at this point of time. These are the models that you need to figure out a way to use it. How many of you guys want to use models like this so that you're always ahead? Well, I do that. You know how I do that? I have connected Open Router to this platform called as Bolt AI. Bolt AI is this incredible platform where I've connected Open Router to. As a result, all of a sudden, I literally have access to all the 300 odd AI models that are live on my Open Router account right now. Drop in a heart if you think this is just wild. Let's say I want to use, I don't know, DeepSeek, right? I can literally look for DeepSeek inside of this list. There you go. You can see DeepSeek R1 V4, which is literally on the top. I can literally select that AI model, ask a question, and I can get answer from the top 10 AI models at this point of time. While all your friends, everyone else around thinks AI is ChatGPT, you all of a sudden have the ability to use an AI, which is right now the cutting edge. That is right now trending all over. But you don't stop there. That's the whole point. You don't stop here. You see, when it comes to AI, right, a lot of people think you give an answer, you get an answer back. You don't really have settings. In fact, every single AI model, including a model like ChatGPT is GPT, right? Let's say I go to GPT, OpenAI. Where's OpenAI? There. Let's say I go to GPT 5.5. Here you go. I've selected GPT 5.5. I ask a question, I get an answer, right? Instead of ChatGPT, I can use Bolt AI as well to get the answer. But here is the thing that most people aren't telling you. ChatGPT is a app that is built for people who are beginners. You guys are not beginners. You guys are winners. And for you guys, you need to know that every ChatGPT model or every AI model in the world for that matter has a bunch of advanced settings. Look at this. There is something called as temperature, max tokens, presence penalty, frequency penalty, top P value, top K value, reasoning effect, and all that good stuff. You know what these are? These are those advanced settings that are hidden from most of the people. These are settings that people are not even aware exist because ChatGPT doesn't expose these settings. And every single AI model in the world have these settings. As you change settings of these, the kind of outputs that you get fundamentally changes. This, my friends, is called as the playground. And people have no idea about it. It's like you're driving, you have a Ferrari, but you're sitting on the back seat. If you have a Ferrari, you should be bloody driving it. And for you to drive the Ferrari, you need to know the settings of it. Now, I don't really have the time to teach you every single piece of it, like temperature, max tokens, presence penalty, frequency penalty, and all of this. All these are covered in the roadmap for you to be able to pick up, change values of this to get the kind of outputs that you want to. And just in case if you're wondering, this is only for a GPT model, that is not true. You can literally select any model out there in the world and you will have all these advanced settings for them as well. That is the art that you need to pick up, my friends. These are the kind of things that you have to pick up. But when we talk about AI, right, there is one thing that not a lot of people talk about. And you know what that is? Privacy. Because when it comes to AI, we literally share everything that there is. Do you guys agree? Give me a thumbs up. We literally share everything in our life to AI. a lot of deepest secrets, a lot of inhibitions, a lot of things that we will never share it to a human. We share that with AI. And you know what? It is scary, because what if that information gets leaked? What if somebody hacks into a chat GPT server? It has happened before. Well, every time there is something private, every time there is something important that I don't want the world to know about, I do something else. I use an AI model and run it on my own computer. When you're able to run an AI model on your own computer, it can work without internet. It can work for free for life. And the moment you shut out the model, everything gets deleted. So it's 100% private. And to make that happen, what do? Well, I use a tool like Ollama. Ollama is a platform which is like a software that I can install on my computer. And once I install Ollama on my computer, I can literally run AI models on my computer. For example, if I go open terminal, right? If I open terminal, if I just type Ollama and chat with a model, right now, you will start seeing, okay, let's say what came first, chicken or egg? Obviously, this is not a very private question. I'm giving you an example. You see the answer that I'm getting out of this right now? This is all coming from an AI that is running literally on my computer right now. I don't need internet access. I don't need any access for that matter. It doesn't need to be on cloud. It just works. It just works, guys. And you know what? The thing that makes it even crazier is the fact that you might be wondering that there is no way in hell I would be using Ollama on this. It's super boring. It's ugly. There is no way I'm going to be using it like this. No, I don't use it on terminal. What I do is I've basically connected Ollama to an app called as Atomic Chat. And Atomic Chat has access to the AI models that are running on my computer. So I all of a sudden have a beautiful UI and I can say, what came first, chicken or egg? And you know what? Atomic Chat is powered by something called as the Google Turbo Engine. As a result, it can use much more powerful models. And you can see this. It has started to think. It has a beautiful UI right now, right? And the answer that you see at this point of time that is coming from an AI model that is running on my computer. So I have the functionality and the usage of a beautiful chat GPT, but also the power of an AI model that is literally running on my computer right now. Guys, isn't this insane? Drop a comment insane in the chat. If this is insane, drop a comment insane in the chat. This is the true power of an AI generalist. An AI generalist doesn't think about using a model that everybody uses. An AI generalist is thinking about how do I get the most out of AI? So he prompts the best. He does, or he or she does context engineers the best. They always use the best freaking AI models out there. They push the limits of an AI model by playing with the parameters of an AI model. They literally use AI models running on the computer to make sure privacy is cut down to the best. Right? That, my friends, is the power of AI. That, my friends, is the power of being an AI generalist. Yes. And folks, here's the thing. You will be able to learn everything that is on this slide at this point of time by following the roadmap. The roadmap has everything that I just spoken about and a lot more in a lot more detail so that you can learn it all by yourself. And if you follow the roadmap, you can achieve everything that I just spoke about in less than 3 to 4 months. If you can dedicate 10 hours a week, in less than 3 to 4 months, you can achieve all of this and do a lot more as well. Now, a lot of people will be like, Vaibhav, I don't have 3 to 4 months. I'm very busy in my life. Then, boss, I can't help you because nobody can learn for you. Nobody can come and learn for you. You have to learn yourself. And let me tell you one thing, guys. I thought this is important, so I'll address this. All the people who are like, my life is too busy, I have work, I can't do this, I don't have the time, and give reasons like this. Let me tell you this one thing. Tomorrow, don't complain when shit hits the face. because it is going to happen when things changes. People expectation changes. The world expects everyone to be an AI orchestrator today. This is the future of jobs. Most of your friends have not realized. You are on this call realizing this. If you are pushing yourself back saying, I have the roadmap, I have everything that I need to learn, I have an unfair advantage because my friends don't even know something like this exists, yet I don't spend those 18 months that I need to learn this thing and complain saying that, sorry, I can't do much about it because I don't have the time. Nobody can help you. Nobody can help you. Guys, because of AI, we are all part of a very interesting reset. And I want to explain you what this reset is. You see, it doesn't matter what has happened in your life so far. Before I move on, I wanted to address this. Okay. It doesn't happen. Did you do well in your life? Did you not do well in your life? Did you get into that IIT that you wanted? Did you get into that beat school that you wanted? Did you get that job that you wanted or anything like that? It doesn't matter. If any of you have this regret saying, hey, I wish I could do this in the past, because of which, if I would have done that, I would have been in a very different position today. If you have those feelings as of today, let me tell you this very clearly. The world is coming to a reset. No matter who the person is, everybody is going to stand in the same line right now and run the race again. So you have the opportunity all over again. Literally steal this opportunity. Learn and win in the AI first world. That is what my advice is for everyone. And like I said, the roadmap will have everything that you need to learn. Right? With that being said, I want to move to level 2. Level 2 is where you take it to the next level. Here is where you integrate connectors, something called as MCP, Model Context Protocol. Guys, Model Context Protocol is wide, and I want you to understand how powerful this stuff is. Model Context Protocol is the reason why AI will be able to do the job that you're able to do today. What the hell do I even mean by that? You see, today we use a lot of apps out there in the world to be able to do the jobs. AI will be able to use any app that you are using something called as MCP, or Model Context Protocol. That is what MCP is. It's the thing. Let's say you use a desktop app. Let's say you use a web app. A lot of people say, Vaibhav, AI can't take my job because you know what? I do a lot of my job around a lot of apps, and AI can't use the apps that I'm using because it doesn't know how to use. As a result, AI cannot do my job. Guess what? It can, because of MCP. It can literally do every damn thing that you do today. If you don't trust me, let me show you this. MCP is what connects an AI assistant to the app that you are using. I'll show you a very, very, very simple example, okay? Let's say as simple as something like ordering food. Guys, I've stopped ordering food. You won't believe it. I have connected my Zomato account to my Claude account. And I just say, hey, I feel super hungry and I feel like eating some sushi today. I have my session getting wrapped up in 1 hour. Can you look for the best sushi places available in Bangalore that I can order food from? Research about them on the internet, read about them, watch some blog articles. And once you do that, right, look up my home address using Zomato MCP, see where I stay, and see if any of these places deliver sushi. And if you find one of the top places that can deliver food to my home in the next 60 minutes, I want to get 5 options like that, which I can order out of. This is what I want you to do. There you go, guys. I give a simple prompt like this to my Claude. And on my Claude, using MCP, what I've done is I've connected my Zomato account to my Claude. That's what I've done. I've connected my Zomato account to my Claude. As a result, look at this. Whenever you're hungry, you're sitting and scrolling on Zomato forever, right? I don't have to do that because Claude will do the research, which it did. Now it is looking for available tools from the Zomato saved address. So it's finding my Zomato account, finding the available tools, looking for my home address because it needs to know where I stay. Right? So it's looking for my home address. Once it finds my home address, look at this. It's found the home address at this point of time. Now it is fetching for restaurants. Look at that. It's fetching restaurants at this point of time. And here it comes. The restaurants are fetched all by itself. And now it's looking for the top names research, Misu, Fatty Bao, Wabi Sabi, if they can deliver near my home address where I stay in Kasavanahalli, and it's pulling all this information all by itself. So instead of me wasting my time scrolling through Zomato, trying to find the place and everything, guys, just drop in a heart if you think this is crazy. It's a very simple example. But you know what? I know my friends who literally spend 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes scrolling on Zomato trying to find the best food option. And here, AI did the research on the internet, found the home address, found the places. Look at this: Miso Sarjapur, Delu Sushi, Lucky Chan, Yuki Beer Library. And literally is telling me I can order from Yuki here. And I can, you know what? If I say Yuki sounds good, give me some options. It will literally go into Yuki, find the restaurants, find the best options inside of Yuki, and let me place an order directly here as well. It'll show me a QR code if I want to pay using UPI. If I say cash on delivery, it will just set the order to me. That is the power of an MCP. It is a future interface, guys. AI will be using almost all the apps that you use today. So what is left for us to do? Tell AI what we want. The person who's able to tell AI what they want is the one who's going to win. And look at this. It has given me all these options, everything. If I just say crunchy salmon maki, it will just order for me. That is the craziness of this. But now this is a fun example. You might be like, Vaibhav, it's okay. I can order food myself. I'm not scared that AI is going to order food for me. What if I show you one more example? I'll show you an example where most of us suck at. A lot of expensive people pay a lot of money to do this, and today AI can do that for us. Confused what that is? Most of us suck at doing this. Because most of us are very bad at doing this, a lot of rich people hire very expensive people to do this for themselves. But you know what? Today, AI can do that for us. What am I talking about? I'm talking about stock investments. Everybody wants to invest in stocks. Somebody will tell you, buy this stock. You will buy that stock, and then you'll forget about that stock. And you will start losing money. What I've done is, in India, there's something called as Kite, which is by Zerodha. I've connected my Kite Zerodha account to my Claude. And now, because I've done that, I can simply write a prompt like this. Hey, can you tell me, can you act like an expert financial advisor who works for all the millionaires out there? Go through all the stocks that I've invested in using my Kite account, because I've given you access to my Kite account using Kite MCP. Go through all of it and do an extensive research on all the stocks that are losing me money. If there's a stock that is losing me money, read about it on the internet and understand and give me the advice from all credible sources, and give me advices if I should keep the stock, or if I should sell the stock, or if I should hold the stock, or if I should buy more of it. I want you to do all of this for me on the go so that I can get a full extensive analysis, and in a way, build me like a simple dashboard so I can analyze all of this for myself. There you go, guys. That's all I have to do. I've connected my Zerodha account, the Kite account, to my Claude account. Of course, I'm not able to show you how to connect and all of that. It gets technical. I need to spend a few hours with you to be able to do all of this, but I'm showing you what is possible so that you know this is possible. Look at this. It's asking me to log in very quickly. Okay, I'm going to quickly log in. Open link, log in. It's asking me for my app password. What is my app password? Guys, this can literally buy and sell stocks. That is why the security. Okay, it is logged in right now. I just say done. I just connected my Zerodha account, the Kite account, to my Claude at this point of time. And you know what this is doing? It's directly accessing my Kite account and getting all the results. Look at this. It has gone into all my stocks, fetching all that information. I told it one very interesting thing. I said, for the stocks that is losing me money, read about that stock on the internet. Isn't that what we do? All the movement in stock market happens based on stuff on the internet. And here it is. It found out the 7 stocks are in red. Look at this. All these stocks are losing me money. Now, out of 54 stocks out of 67 stocks that I have, these are the stocks that are losing me money right now. My goodness, there are stocks where I've lost 43% of the money. Now it is researching each one of them, which will take a few searches. Now, what is it doing? For each one of the stock, it is doing a research on the internet, something that will take us hours of time if we want to do it. Look at that. It's just reading tens, like literally hundreds of articles right in front of us, all by itself, like an expert, investment banker or whoever that is, and it's doing all that research for me. It's shipping like crazy for us. Look at that. Still doing the research. It's because it's literally reading about each one of the stocks. There are 13 stocks that have lost money. So it's basically going in and reading about each one of those 13 stocks for me. It's still at Asian Paints right now. Now it's going to read about V-Mart, I'm assuming. There you go. It read about V-Mart. It did all the research, reading literally, I don't know, some 200 articles. And once it has done all of this, now it's going to present us with findings. Something like this, investment advisors take a shit ton of money for, right? And top of that, we don't have access to it because they expect you to have so much of budget for you to be able to do that. And look at that, our AI basically did all that research for me. It says, have enough research right now. Let me build the dashboard first, and loading the design module. And it'll literally build the whole damn thing for us. This is the power of MCP, guys. Now imagine this. As it is doing its job, just imagine this. This is just using your stock and food. An app like this can use your PPT software, can use your Tally software, can use your QuickBooks, can use your Salesforce, can use literally any software that you're using to be able to do the job. And if you want to do stuff like that, you have to use a slightly more advanced tool like Goose. Goose is the tool because of which 4,500 people lost their jobs in the US. Because this single tool that you see on the right side, right, became the reason for 4,000 people to lose their job in the US in a company called as Block, the company that made Goose. The thing that makes Goose incredibly powerful, as the dashboard is being built on the left side, I'm talking about Goose here. The thing that makes Goose incredibly powerful is that it can work on your computer. It can work on a software that is inside of your computer. So I can literally select a folder. Look at that. Let's say downloads folder. I can literally select the folder on my computer. I have already connected Open Router to this AI model. I've set all of those things up by myself. I can literally write a prompt. Can you go through the folder that I've given you access, which is the downloads folder on my computer, and organize all the files inside of it and tell me what are some of the files that I can delete from it to make up some space? I'm looking to free up about 50 GB of my space, and I'm not sure what to keep and what to delete. I want you to do an analysis and tell me what to keep and what to delete. There you go, guys. I've given a simple prompt. Obviously, people didn't lose their jobs for a simple prompt like this, but I'm telling you the possibilities so that you get the sense of the power. I gave it access to a folder on my computer, said, go through the files and tell me what are the files that can, that can be deleted. It is now doing that right now because this Goose has access to my computer. It can write shell programming to be able to literally do anything that I want to do on my computer on my behalf. Look at this, it has started to do the work, but parallelly, you can see what our Claude did for us here. It said, overall, I've lost 25,000 rupees. Worst of absolute loss is Paytm. Worst by drown down is ITC Hotels. Average drown down is 16.1%. It's still loading this graph and has given me, look at this, the graph has come in right now. The whole dashboard is ready for me. And filter by all of this. Look at this. Accumulate. That is, what are the stocks that I should buy more? These are the 3. What are the ones that I should hold? It's asking me to hold Paytm, and it's also giving the reason on why. And also it's asking us to reduce. It's basically saying I should sell the stocks. And it's asking me to review 2 stocks, that is Lopala and VM Mart. So guys, it literally did the full analysis for me. and built a dashboard that I can basically take action on. While it did that, parallelly, you can look at this goose has gone through all the folders and all the files on my computer and is literally telling me what are the ones with high confidence, which is worth 52 GB, that I can delete from my computer right now. What I'm showing you guys is an example of the insane possibility of AI, guys. I'm just talking about the insane possibility of AI. Right? I hope you got a sense of this, guys. I hope you guys got a sense of this. Yes, drop in a heart. All right, awesome. Now, I wanted to show you one more example. Okay, I want to show you one more very quick example and the power of AI. Okay, and I did this very recently, so I thought it's a very good example. So, you know that I create a lot of content on Instagram, and this man, Adam Mosseri, is like the CEO of Instagram. And you know what? On his content, he creates a lot of content. Look at it, there's 4 million followers, okay? And he creates a lot of content on do's and don'ts. Like he talks about what kind of content you should create, what kind of content you should not create, what are the things you should do, what are the things you should not do. And all that good stuff is what Adam talks about on his Instagram. And let's say I want to know the best advice from him, the recent changes that have happened to Instagram. So there is one thing that I can do is that I can sit and maybe watch the recent 100 Instagram posts of Adam and understand what are the things that have changed about Instagram recently. That is something that I can do. But going through 100 Instagram reels will take me, I don't know, 3-4 hours. It's a waste of time. Right? And I will forget a lot of information as well. So how do I make sure I get all this information done, sorted very, very well? Well, I could use MCP for that. You know, there is this tool that I know of called as Apify. Apify has a scraper called as the Instagram scraper. And if I have to manually do it, I have to copy paste each of the Instagram video or post of Adam to pull that information. But what if I connect this Instagram scraper to, let's say, something like Claude, or for that matter, Goose? We're using Goose, right? Goose is very powerful, like I said. What if I connect something like this to my Goose? And I say something like this. I'll be like, hey, I want you to go through an Instagram profile that I'm going to share with you. It is of Adam Mosseri, who is like the CEO of Instagram. I want you to go through 10 of his most recent Instagram posts. It could be reels, carousels, or whatever that is. Pull the information using Apify. You can do that using MCP. Pull all the information, go through all of that information on my behalf of the top 10, let's say Instagram reels. You go to the top 10 Instagram reels of Adam, watch all of them, download it, pull the transcript of it. Once you pull the transcript of it, read the transcript of it and understand what is written in the recent 10 Instagram reels of his. He often gives a lot of advice to Instagram creators on what they should and what they should not do. Bake all this information into a single note for me, which I can read and I can understand about all the changes that have happened on Instagram. For whatever reason, this thing failed. Okay, there you go. There you go, guys. That's the prompt that I wrote. Okay. I'm basically asking AI to do all the work for me. Click on the send. It's just an example of 10 reels, guys. Now, what it can do is, because Goose has access to Apify, which has access on how to scrape, something that a human will take 5 to 6 hours to do, all of a sudden, Goose will be able to do it all by itself. You can look at that. It has already found the Apify Instagram scraper, which is perfect for the task. And right now it's fetching all the stuff from the Instagram directly. I don't have to do anything. I just gave the prompt and it is doing all the magic all by itself right now. Look at that. It's doing all the magic. And as it's doing its magic, do you guys want to see one more thing that I do with MCPs? Boom in the chat if you want to see one more thing that I do with MCPs. Yes. Okay. As our Goose, one of the MCP agents, Agent Harness, is working to do some work on what are the things that have changed on Instagram for us, I'm going to open Claude. And you know what? I feel like playing pickleball today. And Funny is a busy guy, right? I want to play pickleball. Funny is a busy guy. If I send him a WhatsApp message, he's probably not going to check. So I have to give him a call. But I'm too lazy to make a call. And this is actually me, okay? I'm always lazy to make a call. I don't like making phone calls. And people, when they don't respond to messages, I have to call them. So what do? I literally built an agent for that. I can come here and I can just say, hey, can you call Funny and tell him that I want to play pickleball after the session is over. So it would be great if we can book a court near my home so that we can play pickleball. So please call him on this number. And you know what? Here is his number. And I'm not going to show you the number that I'm going to enter, but also make sure that during the trail of this process, you don't show or you don't open up the phone number of the person that I just shared above because I'm in a session and I'm literally sharing the screen to people. So don't show the number at all going forward. Okay, I just put that prompt so that it will not by mistake show the number. And let me enter the number here. Click on send. Okay, now let it do its magic. I know you cannot see the number. The number is right on this corner, right? And I don't want you guys to see the number. As a result, I put it here. But let it do its magic. I've given a number that I have access to. It's my secondary number. And you know how it's working? It's basically, you remember Vapi, the one that I used the AI agent tool for, which was able to do voice agents. I've connected Vapi to my Claude. As a result, all I have to say is make this call to this person and deliver this message. It will literally make the phone call on my behalf. And you'll see that happening very, very soon. It's doing its work right now. So I will let it do its work. Look at that. It's doing all that work for us at this point of time. It's updating. It's doing all that good stuff for us. And very soon I'll start getting a call. Okay. It'll go inside of Vapi. Guys, I've started to get a call. Look at this. Jerry is calling me. That is my AI executive assistant.
Hey, is this Sunny? This is Vaibhav's AI executive assistant. He asked me to give you a quick call about pickleball.
Hey, yeah, I'm speaking.
Perfect, Sunny. So Vaibhav's in a session right now, but he's super keen to play pickleball with you once it's done. He's wondering if you can book a court somewhere near his place in Kasavanahari for right after. Would that work?
Can I get a friend along? Just playing with Vaibhav could be boring.
Fair point, Sunny. Definitely bring a friend. Vaibhav didn't say anything about it, just being the two of you. So I'm sure he'd be cool with it. Can you book the court and get that sorted? He'll confirm the timing directly with you after his session.
All right, awesome. Thank you. And folks, you just saw what just happened. You just saw what just happened. The AI just made the phone call on our behalf. Isn't that just insane, guys? Isn't that just insane? You just heard the call, and you know what? After a while, it will basically pull the whole transcript. It'll pull the whole transcripts and will literally tell me what happened in the call. And parallelly, if you see this, here, Adam, literally, it went through all the transcripts. You can see this. It went through all the transcripts and gave me a detailed breakdown of everything, guys. Adam Mosseri's Instagram Creator Insights is right here. Major policy change. You can see this. It talks about what's changing, how to check. Creator tips that he has given. Scheduled reels don't hurt your reach is what he says. New features is scheduled trial reels. The DM features that have come in recently. These are all the things that he has covered on his Instagram already. And that is what is showing up right now at this point of time. Now, a lot of smart cookies probably found the number, okay? Because in one screen it was visible, and like freaking idiots, they will call the number. First of all, all the people who think are very smart and they found the number and they're going to call my number, you're not going to get through me, because if you call my number, it will go to my AI agent. My AI agent will talk to you first. And if it is important, that is only when I get to know it's important. Two, that number is not my main number. I turn that off the moment the session is over. So don't act very fancy. And three, if I'll make a list of all those phone numbers and I'll probably put it on my Instagram as well, saying clear spammers, so that you guys, if you try to spam, you will be on my Instagram with your phone numbers opened up. You will know what it feels like. So don't act funny. I got three, four messages from my AI agents that I'm getting back-to-back calls. Looks like a few idiots found the number and they want to call. It's so funny that you guys think you're smart. That's dumb, guys. That's really dumb. You guys should not do it. That's what I would say. But with that being said, here where it is. And like I told, I have an AI agent to take care of all the spammers as well. Right? With that being said, you saw the power of MCP. You saw the power of MCP just now. This is what is possible. We got AI to go through a bunch of Instagram reels to find us insights of Instagram reels to be able to share with us. We got AI to make phone calls on our behalf. We got AI to basically do research for us. We got AI to do understand how our stocks are performing for us. Isn't what this is nothing short of insane. Drop a comment insane in the chat if you think this is insane. This, my friends, is the power of MCP. And you can literally automate anything in your life using this. Now, I don't have the time to show you how I created these MCPs, how I set them up, how I automated stuff, because that will take me easily a few 100 hours. Okay. There is no other way to be able to do that. But if you follow the roadmap, like that will be given to you after the end of 2 days is over, you will be able to accomplish everything that you saw right now. You will be able to accomplish everything that you saw right now in at max. Maybe I think it's going to take you like, I think 4 months for this. So I think 3 to 4 months for this, 3 to 4 months for this, maybe 6 to 8 months for you to guys to like master level 1 and level 2. If you're able to dedicate 10 hours a week. How many of you guys are not going to give up and are going to learn? Drop a heart. You're not going to give up and you are going to learn. You're going to learn the power of MCPs. You're going to learn the power of AI and you guys are going to do it using the roadmap. You will have all the information. It's on your execution for you to know if you'll be able to do it or not. Yes, that is level 2. Now we're just getting started. Level 3 is all about images and videos. A lot of people think AI is just about, AI is probably just about like text, but AI is a lot more than text. And I want people to realize that AI is images, AI is videos, AI is everything around it. In fact, let me show you something. Okay. If I open my YouTube, I don't know how many of you guys follow me on my YouTube. I just wanted to show you something. So what we did was, we got an AI, okay? We got an AI and we got it trained with a lot of my faces, lot of my images. As a result, if you see all these images of mine, right, in the thumbnails, they are all completely AI generated. They're not mine. They're completely AI generated thumbnails. They're end-to-end AI generated. I don't have a picture with me looking shocked. I don't have a picture of me looking surprised. Right? I don't have a picture of this. I don't have a picture, any of these pictures for that. I don't have a picture with a spacesuit. I don't have any of these guys. These are completely AI generated because we trained an AI model to generate images that looks exactly like me. And you know what? It works like magic. It literally works like magic. And not just that, I'll show you quickly my Instagram as well. And on my Instagram as well, I've used this same technology to be able to look at this. You see this image that is AI is now a weapon. You see this with me wearing a black hoodie with screens in the back end. This one where I look straight into the screen, me looking like a rapper, at least trying to, me wearing a hoodie here, looking surprised. All these images that you see on my Instagram are completely AI generated. They are generated using, we took an AI image gen model, trained it with a lot of images. As a result, now my team can just prompt what the image should be, like Vaibhav looking surprised with glasses holding and wearing a hoodie. It just generates that image for me. Now, guys, just because I just showed you my YouTube and Instagram, I just wanted to do a shameless plug right now. I create a lot of insane content on my YouTube. For example, stuff like this.
Inside your So, ChatGPT just did something way better than what Claude has done so far. They put AI agents directly inside your workplace. And I do not mean another chatbot you have to open up and prompt. I mean actual agents that sit inside your Slack, your Gmail, your calendar, and work alongside your team, like a co-worker you just hired. You tag them, they do real work. Now, Claude has had, I'm going to show you everything. You are going.
So guys, I create content like this on YouTube. You can see them. And I also create a lot of content like this on my Instagram. I have like 2 million followers on my Instagram.
That could give you 13 extra years of waking life. Humans spend 26 years of their lives sleeping. That's 1/3 of our life gone.
Or things like this. Every
Claude
time there's a big
just
update.
dropped 2 major updates this week, which made Sam and Elon rethink their next updates. And the AI war just got brutal. Welcome to week 43 of AI updates of the week. Let's dive in.
You just heard week 43. So every single week, I have been dropping AI updates on Instagram, on YouTube, so that all of you guys can learn. So I strongly recommend you guys to follow both Instagram and YouTube so that you're always on top of
Source
the AI game.
so that anyone
And
can
you can
use
see
it for
all
free.
the quality content. It gets me millions of views, guys, literally millions of views, right? If you scroll, look at the number of views that I get on my content. And of course, right, you'll also see me doing podcasts with my friends
अगर
like
a single person
Raj,
company बनाना है
Vamshi,
तो
and all of that. You will be able to see that content as well. But you'll see all this content is going to help you quite a lot, right? So I'll definitely expect you to go and follow. But why did I show you these videos? What if I tell you this person that you see right here is not me? It's my AI clone. The audio that
and
you're
it is
hearing,
already happening. Oracle fired 12,000 people in India. One email.
that is not me either. That's my AI clone as well. Every single video that you saw so far is completely AI generated. I basically have AI avatars. Look at that. That's an AI avatar. This is one more AI avatar of mine. In fact, the YouTube video that you saw right now as well, this is not me either. That is my AI clone. Every single piece of content that is on my Instagram, that is on my YouTube, is completely AI generated. And I get literally millions of views. And let me tell you one more thing, just in case if you don't know this. I basically have, at this point of time, 5+ million followers. This is my content dashboard, by the way. I basically have, look at that. I have 5.3 million followers across my social network that you can see. Every single piece of content that I create on Instagram, on YouTube, on every other platform out there. Guys, I literally generated 45 million views in the last 28 days. 45 million views. That's 45 lakh views. Sorry, that's 4.5 crore views. Okay. All of it is completely AI generated. My audio is AI, my video is AI, the script is written by AI, the editing, of course, is done by a human. This is what is the power of this. Every single video that you see is AI generated as well. And let me tell you one more crazy thing. The one more crazy thing that you need to know is all this content that I create gives me sponsored videos. For example, right, if I scroll through, you will see a lot of videos which are sponsored. For example, this one. This video is sponsored by a company called as Lovart. You can see I've tagged Lovart. This is a video that a company paid me to create. And you know what? This video
Every
is
shot
created by AI as well. I didn't create it. It's my AI clone that created it. And you will see a lot of videos like this as I scroll through, which are all, for example, Sprite, the beverage brand, paid me to make this video. You can see it's a paid partnership. And even these videos, look at this one. This is paid by AMD, which is one of the largest companies in the world. AMD paid me. You can see sponsored by AMD. Completely AI generated. I have generated over, I have to say over 2 crore rupees in revenue from brands paying me money to create content for them. And even that content is completely AI generated. Are you able to get a sense of this? So that is the power of AI today. You can use incredible tools like Comfy UI, like Soul 2.0, like, SynthDub, like Whisper, like, you can use stuff like Smallest, and you can use Higgsfield. You can use a lot of these tools, Seedance 2.0, put all of them together, train your audio, train your video, train your face to be able to generate videos, to be able to generate audio, to be able to generate images, all without doing anything. And you know what? That makes you money. And on top of that, because we're talking about money, let me show something to you very openly, just in case if you're wondering, what if Weber is lying, right? If I go to analytics, this is my YouTube analytics, just YouTube, okay, has paid me $8,000. You can see this. Just YouTube has paid me $8,000 in the last 30 days. That's 8 lakh rupees for creating content, all using AI again. So I want to tell you that you need to go deep, not just with text images, but also audio and video and everything around it. And that is what will help you to truly become an AI generalist. Because as an AI generalist, problems are not going to come to you in form of just text. You have to be an AI first problem solver. And for you to be able to solve problems using AI, you cannot say, oh, I can't do images, I can't do video, I can't do audio. You should be able to do every damn thing. And for that, you have to learn everything out there. Make sense? Guys, if you think this is insane, drop a comment, boom, or insane in the chat, so that I know I'm not talking to myself and you're able to get a sense of what I'm trying to tell you guys here. Talk about the possibilities. Talk about the madness that AI can do today. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Guys, you can learn everything in level 3, like cloning your face, cloning your image, cloning your audio, cloning your video, everything around it. It will probably take you about 4 months to learn. So I think level 1, level 2, level 3 should not take you more than 1 year if you're able to dedicate at least 10 hours a week. You dedicate 10 hours a week, I can guarantee you by following the roadmap, you can do level 1, level 2, level 3 all by yourself. It's all about execution. You'll get that roadmap for free any which ways. Just don't give up on that. These are 3 levels. Before we move on, I wanted to show you a video that a few of our learners created. It's a very, very cool one. Check this out.
Nisar, plant is, food grows. No more mammoth chasing.
Or we just stab buffalo.
Clean teeth, fresh bread, brush every day, need toothpaste.
We wrap the dead, now we brush the living. Madness.
It is nothing, but it will make everything possible.
Jahan, your cousin's farming, your brother is trading, and you, butcher, drawing nothing all day.
And one day, we fly! Mi amor, I will finally see you fly! Woohoo! Imagine hearing your wife from across the world.
Not my wife!
I know new ideas sound ridiculous at first. Stay curious and stay ahead in the AI first world.
So guys, that was a video created by a bunch of our learners that you just saw, completely AI generated. And I want all of you guys to have the capability of all of these things as well. It's really, really powerful. Just don't give up on this and continue to learn. That's my only bloody advice for all of you people. With that being said, let's move on right now to one of my favorite levels. You know, you played with text, you played with images, you played with audios, you played with automation, you played with a bunch of things. The future of the world that we're going to live in, the AI first world that we're going to live in, is going to revolve around one thing, and that is called as an AI agent. So you need to learn how to build AI agents. You need to learn the tools around Make, Zapier, N8N, routines, and so many new harness tools that are coming up to be able to get the most out of AI. And let me quickly show you, because we are following all around demos, right? Let me quickly show you an agent that I literally use every single day, which is incredibly powerful. It's very, very simple. Okay. This is Jerry. Jerry is my executive assistant. What is an executive assistant? An executive assistant is someone who does the jobs for me that I don't want to do. So what does it do? It handles my email. It manages my calendar. It attends meetings on my behalf, takes notes of them. I can literally ask any question to Jerry and it'll be able to do them. All that good stuff Jerry can do today. Let me show you an example, right? Let's say if I say something like write an email to Funny in my team, asking him to prepare the MIS report by September 5th. I can write a prompt like this. That's it, guys. I've not said anything. I didn't give Funny's email ID. I didn't write what email to exactly write. I just said, write an email to Funny, asking him to prepare the MIS report by September 5th. And that's all I said. The AI is smart enough. It is smart enough to understand who Funny is, to get his email ID, to once it finds his email ID, to compose the email, and also to send the email. And literally, I can ask any question for that matter. For example, look at this. I just asked before the call today, right? What are the top AI updated models in the open source world? It was able to do all that research and tell me that as well. Right? And look at this. It says on it, Vaibhav drafting a crisp email to Funny right now, asking him to get the MIS report ready by September 5th. Give me just a moment. So it can do all of that. Let's say, meanwhile, I can say one more thing also. Book the calendar of Funny and me on 4 p.m. September 10 with title MIS review. I can just say this as well. And let me open my calendar, right? So let me just go to September, just so that you know that there is nothing on September. July, August, September, there you go. I said which date? September 10th. Okay, you can see this. There is nothing on September 10th at this point of time. So I've given it 2 tasks. Funny is right here. So it said, okay, looks like the email has been sent. Funny, did you get the email?
I got the email.
It said
just
the
now.
email has been sent.
Yeah, I got it. I think it has written down the
Do you want
copy
to
of
show
that
it?
email.
Yes, you can see this. Hope you're doing well. Could you please prepare the MIS report and share it? Done, Vaibhav. The email has been sent to Funny. And look at this, guys. I don't know if you just noticed. Done, the MIS review has been booked. And here comes the calendar booking as well. It has blocked out the meeting right here on the time that I said as well. Now it can do all these fun stuff. And I can also say something like this, right? I can say, hey, I could not attend the last engineering stand-up meeting that happened. Could you quickly pull me all the notes of what happened in the last meeting and tell me, because I don't want to miss out on anything important. I can simply send a prompt like this. In fact, I don't have to wait for it to run. It can take about 5 minutes to run. But I'll tell you, I ran this some time back, right? That's how I remember, because I had missed that specific meeting. Look at this. Could you check the last engineering stand-up? It went through all of this, pulled the engineering stand-up meetings, found the meeting, and then literally told me what was discussed with every single person in the team during the meeting when I was not even available on the meeting. So what it does, look at this, I started to do the work again. But the reason why I'm showing you this is what it does is, as a founder, I'm not able to attend every meeting that there is because life happens. I get busy and sometimes I can't do it, right? But what this basically does for me is it starts to attend meetings on my behalf. It takes notes, go to meetings, keeps everything ready. And once it does, what it will do is I can simply ask a question like this and can tell me what's happening. Now, this is Jerry 1.0. Right now, I'm building something called as Jerry 2.0. Jerry 2.0 is even wider. Now, to Jerry 1.0, I have to ask a question and it will do the job. Jerry 2.0 does the job all by itself. For example, to Jerry 2.0, which is still something that I'm still building right now. So it's not very ready right now. It can do a bunch of things. One thing that can do is something like this. You know what it does? I'll show you this example. This is a Jerry 2.0. What it basically does is what you're seeing at this point of time is a summary of everything that has happened on my Twitter. What do I mean by that? You see, I want to stay on top of AI. And one of the best information that is available for me to stay on top of AI is basically to watch Twitter. And I basically don't have the time to go watch Twitter, scroll Twitter. I don't want to waste my time on Twitter. You know what I've done? I've given Jerry access to my Twitter account. I've given Jerry access to my browser. As a result, every 3 hours, Jerry opens my computer, logs into my Twitter, scrolls on my feed, pulls all the information that has happened on my Twitter, and sends this information to me right here inside of my Slack. So it does the work for me. Let's say I have a job saying that, hey, you know what? I want Jerry to go through a website. And let's say I want the best coupon code for an iPhone that I want to buy. And I don't want to spend time looking for coupon codes, applying the coupon codes, seeing if it is working or not. I can just give a task to Jerry. Jerry, I'm looking for an iPhone, this model. I want it to be shipped to my home in Bangalore. Go look up all coupon website, try all the coupon websites, see which coupon is working. And after the task is done, make sure you give me one coupon, which will give me the highest discount possible and the website that will allow me to do. Jerry will go out there, use its own computer to be able to do all this good stuff. There is one more thing that I'm building inside of Jerry. It is not still completely done. I'm still testing it. And let me show you, it was working before. I stopped it because, it was breaking and I haven't got time to go ahead and fix it. And that was basically managing my emails. It's still not completely built, guys. So I'm just telling you as a figure of speech, but I can show you a couple of them if I can find them. So you see, what was happening with me is when it comes to emails, I'm very, very bad because I literally get hundreds of emails every single day. So initially I used to ask AI, is there anything important, this, that, and all. And I have that habit of asking once a day. And I don't have the habit of checking emails. I'm majorly on Slack. So I created a playbook for Jerry. You know what that playbook is? Jerry right now reads my email every 3 hours, understands what has come on the email. If nothing important has come, it doesn't bother me. If something important has come that needs my attention, it messages me on my Slack. Only if the email is very important and it needs my attention right away. But let's say the email, I don't reply on Slack in 1 hour. It's very important. What will Jerry do? Jerry will WhatsApp me saying, hey, there's a very important email that you've got. I sent it to you on Slack. You didn't see it. As a result, I've sent you on WhatsApp. If I still don't reply on my WhatsApp saying, I'll take care of this, what will Jerry do? Jerry will go make a phone call to me. It will literally call me saying, bro, you need to check your email. There's a very important email. And what if I don't lift my phone? It will literally call someone in my team. There's a person called Chaitanya. It will literally call Chaitanya in my team if I don't lift my phone, if it has anything to do with finance, anything like that. If it has something to do with ads, it can call my marketing team saying, hey, there's an email that Vaibhav has got. It is very important for marketing team. Maybe let's say Meta ads have stopped. Maybe you should get in touch with Vaibhav right away. He's not responding to me. You try to get in touch with him. If it's finance, it will go to my finance person, like I said, right? This is what Jerry will literally do on my behalf. That is the madness. I'm building it. I'm trying to find those test experiments so I can show you. It's not completely built yet, quite frankly. I'm still working on it, right? I can't find it, guys. Sorry. There are just so many messages. I'm not able to scroll only. But yeah, you get the point. You get the point. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. Look at this. I got one. I don't know when was this. It was a very, very old one. You can see this. This was when we were doing the ICC T20 World Cup. There was a very important email that came from Hotstar because I don't know if you know this. We were the official sponsors of the T20 World Cup, Cricket World Cup. And there is some report that failed due to incorrect IFSC. And that email came. Jerry prioritized that email and sent that to me on Slack the moment it arrived. You just saw that email. So I have turned that off because I'm still baking that in. But I wanted to show you the power of what AI can do at this point of time and what Jerry is able to. Maybe in 3-4 months, you'll be able to see this Jerry doing a lot more. This is level 4, guys. This is AI agents. You need to learn how to build Jerry of yours. You need to learn how to build agents of yours. You need to learn how to build these tools of yours. If you don't do it, there is no way you can actually go deeper and win, because most of the work will be actually done by these AI agents going forward. There is no other way. There is no way for you to win if you don't know how to manage and run these AI agents yourself. And learn how to do it. Again, all the things like N8Ns of the world, Makes of the world, Zapiers of the world, routines of the world, harnesses of the world, everything, we have captured that in the roadmap. I think doing agents will probably take you about 6 months to learn if you invest 10 hours, but invest those 6 months. It will really, really change your lives. And finally, the last thing that I want to talk about was basically vibe coding. We live in a world, we literally live in a world where using AI, anybody can build. I have built, you can build, anybody can build. And you know what? Anybody should be able to build. It doesn't matter what you do, because the best solutions to problems is by building. And the day that we are living in today, we don't have to be a software engineer anymore to be able to build products using AI. I'll tell you one example. We had one of our graphic designers who was leaving her job. You know what? We didn't hire a graphic designer. I built an AI tool in 3 hours, which is this, the AI Creative Strategist, which does the job of a graphic designer for me. Now, my team can literally come and say they want how many creatives. They'll update the copy right here, whatever they want. Click on generate premium creatives. And you know what? AI, using this tool, the tool that I've built, will generate 5 incredible prompts for me, which are super technical, which a human cannot write. Look at the kind of prompts it wrote. Because these prompts are trained, I trained an AI model to generate prompts which are similar to the winning ad creatives that we have got. So I built an AI graphic designer that generates prompts for me, which I can use inside of ChatGPT to be able to generate stunning ad creatives. Now that this is done, I've got 5 creators. I can literally click on open all tabs right here. And you can see this 5 different ChatGPT tabs opened up automatically. Oh my God. I know, so for whatever reason, ChatGPT is not opening on this browser. I have to show it to you on Chrome, but literally it will open 5 different windows, copy this prompt inside of the ChatGPT window and execute it as well. That is the power of this. In fact, let me show this to you very quickly. Let me open this on incognito. Do the same. My God, it's asking me to log in right now. Let me see if it is allowing me here. Nope, it's asking me to log in on other windows. I don't have the time, guys, but you get the sense. We literally built a graphic designer which can use the AI capability to be able to generate an image. Now, let me show you one more. This literally saved me 1 crore. Okay, I'm not even kidding. So we were looking for a CRM and HubSpot literally quoted us 1 crore. 1 crore, guys, I'm not kidding. HubSpot quoted us 1 crore for a CRM. I said, screw it. I spent 4 days, literally 4 days, to literally build a full-fledged CRM inside of Replit. I literally built a full-fledged CRM inside of Replit and these are all things done without writing a single line of code. Not that I've written code for this. I've not written a single line of code, and it has managed to build it. Let it quickly load, give it a second. It's a fully blown CRM. It can look at that. It has the analytics dashboard. It can accepted learners, it has email history, I can add new acceptances, I can bulk upload people. It has advanced settings like email, WhatsApp, payment gateway, OpenAI keys, and everything around it. It's literally is a full-blown CRM, something that I wanted from HubSpot. Those guys quoted me 1 crore, that's $100,000. So it's 1 crore, actually $120,000, $10,000 a month is what they quoted. And I was like, screw it, not happening. And I built the damn thing for me. And as we speak at this point of time, like quite literally as we speak, I'm literally building an app. I told you I'm working on an app at this point of time. I'm literally vibe coding, guys. And this time I'm vibe coding on Codex. While the session was happening, I was vibe coding. And what was I building? I was building a content operating system for me, which is basically tracking all my followers, all the content that I get. How is my YouTube performing? How is my Instagram performing? How is my Twitter performing? Facebook, Threads, LinkedIn, newsletter. What are the ones that are working? The opportunity inbox, basically the opportunity inbox is, it reads all the DMs from all social handles. Every single DM. It reads my LinkedIn DMs, Twitter DMs, Instagram DMs, Facebook DMs, looks for opportunities. People must have sent me an email to do a brand collab, to invite me as a speaker and whatnot. It goes through every single comment of mine and maps them into opportunities. Look at this. 17 hours ago, I got a message from someone which was for a corporate talk. This was 6 days ago. Someone sent me a message on my Twitter for a corporate talk. It goes through all that information and builds this pipeline for me. And not just this, I can go deeper into each of the social network. This is my YouTube. Okay, this is my YouTube. I'm building a dashboard for myself where I can not only access the content that I have, I'm also building something called as competitor intel. What is competitor intel? If I go to competitor intel, it can fetch information of what is working for other creators in the AI space so that I can always stay on the top. The whole thing, guys, it is tracking these keywords inside of YouTube to understand who are creating content. Look at that. It's loading right now. Finding the top performing videos inside of this so that I can literally go and build videos like that, and does the same for everything. It does the same for newsletter. It does the same for Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all that good stuff right here. Look at this. The whole app is being vibe coded right now by me. And on top of this, I'm going to build the layer of Jerry right now. So I don't have to watch this content. Jerry can sit and watch this content for me. So vibe coding has enabled me like crazy. And I really hope all of you guys get to a position where you guys are able to do all this good stuff. So folks, these are the kind of stuff that I am doing on an everyday level. You can do all of these as well if you invest that 2 years of your time, 18 months to 2 years of your time learning AI. And you don't have a complaint. You don't have a reason to complain because we are giving you the roadmap end of 2 days. You get the roadmap, you use it, you spend the next 18 months, 10 hours a week, and you learn and actually win in the AI first world. So how many of you guys are going to give your 100% over the course of next 18 months to win in the AI first world? Drop in a heart. Drop in a heart if you would want to win in the AI first world, and you're going to give your 100% to make sure you're truly becoming an AI generalist when you get the roadmap. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So folks, I have a question for all of you people. Based on everything that you've seen so far, based on everything that you have seen so far, is it fair to assume that AI is going to take 4 out of 5 jobs? Let me know in the chat. Here is what I will tell you. AI is not going to take even a single job. Every single job out there is going to fundamentally change. We will not need, you see, this is what people are not talking enough about. We will not need 5 humans to do the same job. We will need 1 person who understands AI to do the job of 5 different people. Do you guys agree with that? Give me a thumbs up. We will need 1 person to be able to do the job of 5 or 10 people if that person knows how to use AI tools, AI workflows, MCPs, agents. You saw a glimpse of that. That is what the jobs are evolving into. And when I say jobs, I'm not just talking about people who are in their jobs. I'm talking about everyone, working professional, entrepreneurs, everyone for that matter, have to do this, have to level up. And the only way to stay ahead and not get your job to be bulldozed by someone else who's using AI, not by 2030, not by actually 2027, is actually truly by becoming an AI generalist, a AI first problem solver. And it doesn't matter who you are. Let me make that extremely clear. You could be an entrepreneur, you could be a working professional, you could be doing both. It doesn't matter what you do, it doesn't matter who you are. I want you guys to be focused on this. I'm turning off everything around it. You need to level up as an AI generalist. Let's say you're a working professional. Let's say you're someone with 10 to 20 years of work X. I want you guys to take this advice very seriously. If you're someone with more than 10 years of work X, the world is going to be uncomfortably hard for all of you people, especially for people with more than 10 years of experience. And I'll tell you the reason why. People with experience are very hard when it comes to adopting new things. They are very resilient to change. I can say that because I'm one of those people. I'm more than 10 years of work X. It's very hard. We are very resilient to change. And you know what? There's one other problem. We are very expensive as well. People with more than 10, 15 years of experience are very expensive. They're probably the most expensive people in the company. And when you're not changing to the needs of today's market and you are expensive, you're going to be thrown out of the ecosystem. And that has started to happen. The clear expectation from leaders, from people with experience, has been you guys have to lead the AI strategy. And you can't lead the AI strategy if you don't understand AI yourself. And you can't learn AI yourself by doing some random certification program to understand what AI is or what an LLM is. That is bullshit. Stop trying to tick boxes. Start getting your hands dirty. Think of the fact that you're back to college. And here you have to reset your learning, all of it. You know what? 80 to 90% of people who have more than 10 years of experience are not going to take my advice today. And I know that because you're too resilient to change. We are too proud of what we have done in the past. We are too proud of how we topped our school, the colleges that we went to, the work that we have done over the course of last 15, 20 years. We believe that we are resilient to change because we believe that we are needed. The reality is that we are not, because the world order is fundamentally changing. Pardon my French, but the world order is fundamentally changing, guys. We cannot sit ducks and hope that our experience is going to take us through. It will not. Put things into action. Start learning. Start executing. If I was a working professional, it doesn't matter the number of years of experience I have. You know, there's only one thing that I'll try to do. How the hell do I become the best person in my company with respect to AI? How should I become the person to go out there and give my company, give my founder, give my manager a bunch of ideas that we can apply to grow as a company faster? That is what will make you resilient, not your past experience. And let me make that extremely clear. It's going to happen faster than anybody has imagined. People will 10 to 20 years of experience and more. Please take this seriously. It's going to be a mess. And started to happen in the US. Whatever happens in the US happens in India 2 years from now, and it will happen here. I guarantee you that. It's in your control. Now, people with 3 to 9 years of experience. Here's the thing. This is a great time for you guys. Just wear your uncomfortable shoes. Get into getting your hands dirty. Start building agents, managing agents, building vibe coding products, solving problems inside of your company using AI. Be the person that your manager can trust on when it comes to AI. You will become invincible and level up to become an AI generalist. That is what I recommend everyone. No matter who you are, the experience that you have, you need to level up as an AI generalist for you to continue to have a job. Because I'm going to tell you, there's going to be those 10% or 5% in your team who's gonna just rip over everybody else, because they will build systems, they will build agents, they will build automations, they will build MCPs that will replace your work, and it will happen. All I hope is that you guys become that person and not someone else. Do I make sense? Do I make sense to people who are here, who are listening, who are serious about their careers? Drop in a heart if I'm making sense. This is coming from a founder who's running a 250 people company, who has raised VC capital. I'm saying this for a reason. And I've given the exact bloody advice to all my employees as well. And I'm giving that to you. Either you take it, you don't take it, you think that somebody, I'm blabbering at this point of time or whatever, it's all on me. Now, coming to people who are entrepreneurs. A lot of founders out there, and I meet a lot of them. I know people who are running billion-dollar companies. I have access to, even people like in companies like OpenAI, in companies like Meta, in companies like Anthropic, in companies like Google, and also a lot of startups all around. I know what top people are doing and what top people are not doing. There are a bunch of founders who believe that, hey, if AI is going to come in, fine, I'm going to just hire a bunch of AI first people and they're going to take care of everything for me. I have a question to ask to all those founders, and I ask this openly to anyone who says this. If someone is so good, do you believe they're going to sit and work for you? They're not going to be, bro. They're going to do their own thing. We are living in an era of building. If a working professional, if an employee under you is so bloody good, they would go and build it themselves. Only your close group of employees are going to sit with you. So as a founder, you have to be directing the way. You have to be showing the light. You have to be the best person when it comes to AI in your company. And this is a map of future of teams. This comes from a future of teams, a future of work report, where 80% of your employees are going to be AI agents, not humans. Are you ready for this? Because if you're not, your competition will be, and they will kill you and they'll kick you out of the space. Fortune 500 companies are going to die. Who are we? If we are not adopting, we are stalling, we are dying, and we're going to die before we even realize. So level up, take execution. You've started. Don't stop right now. Build an AI first company. And you know what? This is an incredible opportunity that is out there. The best AI journalists are people who understand business and understand AI. There are very few people who fall in this bucket. There are very few people who understand business and who also understand AI. This, my friends, unlocks a very, very cool opportunity. You know what that is? An opportunity of consulting. There are so many companies out there who are looking for people to come and help them, who are looking for people like you who know AI to come and execute AI systems inside of their companies. These are companies with 150, 200,000 employees. They can't afford a McKinsey, PwC, or a BCG to be able to do this. They're looking for consultants like you. Every single week, I will have a founder reaching out to me saying that, Vaibhav, I need 5 hours of your time. I'm happy to pay you 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs, 50 lakhs a month for 5 hours, 10 hours of your time. You tell me the number, I'll pay you. You help us execute AI in our company like you have. And sadly, I'm not able to do that because I have a company to run and my time is way more valuable than that. But that shows an opportunity. And that opportunity is something that I want all of you guys to unlock. So if you're very good with business and AI, the kind of opportunities that you'll unlock will be insane. I know people making crores, quite literally crores, by doing AI consulting 5, 6, 10 companies, charging 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs at once, making literally crores using their knowledge because there's an arbitrage. There are very few people who understand AI, and I really hope you become one of them. And guys, I've seen stories which are absolutely mind-blowing, like literally mind-blowing. Stories like people of Deepika, who literally was generating 10K per month before, did not know what to do about it, learned her way around AI, learned her way around distribution, become a LinkedIn top voice, generate 2 lakhs of revenue per month from clients across the world, has 35,000 followers today. The people like Abhimanyu, who were decently doing their business of 3 lakhs of revenue per month, with learning AI and everything around it, today Abhimanyu is doing 8+ lakhs of revenue per month on his business, closing 10+ high ticket clients, selling AI services to other people. I told you the AI consulting is going massive. Or someone like Aditi, who switched jobs because she was able to get AI and she was finally able to move to a large company. Or someone like Vishwam, who was stuck with 60,000 rupees in his bank account, today generates, I'm so proud of him, generates 50 lakhs per month in monthly revenue, has a 25-member team, the power of AI and distribution, guys. Or someone like Anubha, who has a full-time job and started as consulting as a freelancer, uses AI and medical content to literally generate 5 lakhs while having a full-time job. That is the story of Anubha Karum. Or someone like Shive, who also has a full-time job and starts doing freelancing, becomes 50% more efficient because of AI, and obviously was able to clock in insane number of clients before of that. Or someone like Kratika, whose business is literally growing 30% month on month. That's more than 3 times a year growth of her business, thanks to AI and organic growth that she has put into the picture. Or someone like Tanya, who jumps into a new job, getting a crazy 88% hike, or someone like Kirti, who got like a massive 50% hike. I know people who have moved into from being a manager to head of AI. I know people who have raised funding after joining, after being part of learning AI and started a business and raised. I know a person, I met him like a few weeks back in one of the catch-ups. He literally raised 5 crores in funding. 5 crores in funding because he learned AI, built a product, showed it to investors, raised funding, left his job doing a startup. And I know so many people who have done so many consulting services right now. It's just insane. Guys, the opportunity is just wild. And that is what I wanted to show you. And it is open for everyone. There is more demand than supply. It is on us if we are able to tapping on that, or we are not tapping on that. It's truly on us. And you know what? I'll tell you the crazy part. Very, very few people realize the power of this. How many of you guys had no idea about the power of AI and what you could do with AI before today? Drop in a heart. You had no idea AI was this powerful, and then you joined in. You spent literally 1 day with us and you saw what this damn thing is capable of. Look at that. Look at the number of people sitting out. They have no idea about it. No bloody idea about what's happening in the world. They're all sitting using ChatGPT saying, I use AI. They're all doing something called as an AI theater. But you guys are here learning. And I want your learning to continue. Guys, I want you guys to go very, very deep into AI. And you know what? By the roadmap that we'll be giving to you, you will be able to do that. After end of tomorrow, after the whole thing is over, we'll be giving you that roadmap for free. You can take that roadmap, learn, go deeper, invest your next 18 months learning AI, and truly become what I call as AI native. Become an AI first problem solver, become an AI orchestrator, become an AI generalist. I can tell you, nobody can stop you from winning. Before we wrap up, I wanted to give you one final heads up. Is there anyone who wants to get deeper into the world of AI faster than everybody else? Drop in a me in the chat. Anyone who needs our help to learn AI, go deeper so that you're not spending those 18 months all by yourself, but we can teach you to get there, not over 18 months, maybe over a few more months. I see like flood of people saying me. Okay, here's the thing, guys. We are pretty much done with the day. Okay, we have actually spent more time than I thought because I added a bunch of new things today. Okay, we are pretty much done with the day. But if you're one of those people who are like, bro, I need to know how I can go deeper. Can Outskill help me? If you want to know how we can help you, we have built an incredible program which will help you to become an AI generalist. It is a paid program, obviously, and we are doing like, I can't even explain you how to do this. We are doing an offer that you will not be able to believe. This is for only those people who stayed till the end of the call, because we wanted to see who will stay back and will open something really special for them. If you're one of those people who want us to teach you, you're open to be doing a paid program, which is going to be insane. It's a global paid program, which is probably the best AI program that you can find on the world, on the internet. I'm going to talk about that program, give you an offer that you can't refuse over the course of next 20 minutes. If you're interested, you can stay back on the call because I'm only going to talk about the program. If you're not interested, happily drop off from the call, chill out, come back tomorrow, learn the day two, take the roadmap, learn it yourself. This next 20 minutes is only for people who want us to teach them, who want to know about the program. I will not be teaching anything. For rest of you people, thank you so much for joining in. For all the people who are dropping off from the call, thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys had a great time. I hope you guys learned a lot of things. Feel free to drop off. Make sure you show up tomorrow because tomorrow it's going to be wild. And you're going to go deeper and you're going to get the roadmap only if you are on the call tomorrow. I'm making that very clear. Okay? For rest of the people, I saw about 500 people drop off. I'm hoping a few more people will drop off who are not interested. And I wanted to give you this heads up very openly because I don't want anyone to feel that, hey, you wasted my time. I don't want to waste a single second of my time, brother. Happily drop off from the call if you're not interested. This next 20 minutes is for people who want to win faster than everybody else, who want guidance on top of that, who want to get there with a community and want to learn from the best. Is that all of the people who are still on the call? Drop in a heart. Drop in a heart. If that is you, that you want to win in the AI first world, you want direction from the best people in the world to teach you, you want to do it with a global community, with people from more than 150 countries coming, sitting, learning together and doing stuff and building a network. You guys are up for a surprise, my friends, because I am super excited to introduce you to the Artificial Intelligence Applications for Business Leaders. That is the certified name of the program by NSDC, and it's called the AI Generalist Accelerator Program. This program is certified by Skill India and National Skill Development Corporation of India as well, under the name of AI Applications for Business Leaders. In fact, for people who finish this program, they will literally get a certificate from Skill India. And I'll tell you one more thing, which is mind-blowing, and that is because of this partnership, this program is exempt from GST. You don't even pay GST for this program because this program is exempt from GST, because the government realized AI is very, very important. They saw us, they saw what we were doing, and they exempted us from GST by making us part of NSDC. As a result, you don't even have to pay GST for this program. And on top of that, when you finish the program, you will get a certificate from Skill India and NSDC as well, under the name of the program name, AI Applications for Business Leaders. But what we like to call this program as is basically the Accelerator Program. So the AI Generalist Accelerator Program is the name that we give it to it, because this program helps you to become an AI generalist faster than everybody else. It helps you to become a full stack AI generalist, full stack AI orchestrator in the fast pace possible. It's the most highest impact program possible. And on top of that, to win and to learn and to get the most out of this program, you don't have to be a software engineer. You don't have to be a person who knows how to write code. It doesn't matter if you can write code or if you cannot write code. This era, everybody gets a shot to win. And that is how the program is designed. So let me quickly talk about the structure of the program, because this is unlike anything that you have ever seen anywhere. Okay, you will know how crazy this is once I talk about the program. I told you, for you to become an AI generalist, you probably have to spend 18 months. But we wanted to give you guys an unfair advantage. And we said, how do we make sure we teach you the best of that stuff, the top 80% of the stuff in the fastest time possible, so that you get like a 2-year heads up versus everybody else. That's an unfair advantage, time. So the part 1 of the AI Accelerator Program is 100+ hours of live learning that happens over 14 days. In 2 weeks, you will have 100+ hours of live teaching where you learn, where you'll execute, where you learn 80% of the things that will put you at least 18 months to 2 years ahead of everyone else. If you realize the power of this, drop a wow emoji. That is why this program is so incredibly powerful, because this gets you impact as fast as possible. And in the race of AI, it is important. It is important for us to know stuff before everybody else does. That's the unfair advantage that we're giving in part 1. Now, Just learning is not enough. We want you guys to be the best. So what did we do? We put together a 48-hour build-a-thon. In this build-a-thon, you will compete against people from 150 countries to do a project with a team of your own, where you're not only learning, you're putting everything that you're learning over 2 weeks into a competition, a global freaking competition where you will build what you learned. Drop in a heart if you think that is insane. The competition is insane. You can get a chance to learn a lot there. That is part 2, guys. Next, I told you 80% of the things is what we can teach you on live. There are a lot more things, but we can't teach you over 14 weeks. So what did we do? We put all of that in form of an AI content library, which is completely recorded, where you guys get access to a bunch of recorded micro courses, 60 minutes long, bunch of micro courses, which you can learn at your own pace over the course of next 12 months. That is part 3. Part 4 of it is that I truly believe that just knowing AI is not enough, guys. Understanding, having that business acumen with AI is that perfect mix for you to win. So while we can't teach you that, we partnered with someone called as Kairos Business School, which is an online school. And we got their content library, the whole bloody curriculum available for you guys, recorded so that you can watch it over the course of 12 months at any point of time and pick up your business acumen as well. That is part 4 of the program. The part 5 of the program is monetization. How many of you guys agree, drop in a heart if you agree with me, that it is important to translate your skills into dollars? That is what we teach you in monetization. It's a completely recorded library where you can learn how you can translate all your business and AI skills that you've picked up into dollars. That is Monetization Mastery 101. And finally, part 6, the biggest problem with AI. Guess what that is? The biggest problem with AI is that it changes too fast. Today, there is Codex. Tomorrow, there is Hermes. Day after tomorrow, there is Gemini Agent. The day next, DeepSeek will take over. The day after that, Anthropic will drop a big update, which will basically crash the stock market. Every week, AI is changing. How do we make sure we're keeping you updated? Every single week, my team will be doing 1 live session, 2 1 extra workshop to make sure you're learning everything that's happening in the world of AI and stay updated for the next 1 year. For the next 1 year, it is our job to keep you updated. For example, literally last week, people learned Codex. The week before, people learned OpenClaw. This week, people are learning, I don't know, I think Hermes Agent. The week before that, people learned how to build Manus agents. People are building stuff every single day because AI is evolving, and we want to make sure that you are on the top of everything. So it's our job to keep you updated for the next 54 weeks. That is how the 6 parts of the program is designed. Guys, the first schedule of the first 14 days, you have 2 slots that you can pick because it starts with the 14 days of live madness, like I told you, right? You have 2 slots that you can pick. You can see both the slots on the screen. There's option number 1, there's option number 2. You can pick any of the slots today as you join the program. You will get literally 20 minutes to join. You can pick any of the slots that you want. And when it comes to timings for these first 14 days, Monday to Friday, it's 7:30 to 11 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And can I be very, very frank? I'm going to be very, very frank with this. Monday to Friday, I want you guys to focus on this. I'm turning off everything. Monday to Friday, 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. But here's the thing. It ends up going till 11:30, 12 most of the days. So after 7:30 p.m., be free till midnight, till 12 p.m. And if you are in US, in the Eastern time zone, it's 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Saturday and Sunday, it's a full day. 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And we run a parallel cohort in the Eastern Standard Time for people in the US at 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. And also, for whatever reason, if you can't attend one of these sessions, you will have the recordings available for everything. So you don't have to worry. But before I move on, I want to make it very clear. These are the 2 options that are available right now. And just in case if these 2 options don't work for you, let's say you can take the 26th June option for now. You can just pay for this option. and let's say towards 26 June, it's not working for you till like 2 days before, 1 week before the cohort starts. If you just tell our team that, hey, I can't make it, move me to the future cohort, we will move you to a future cohort as well. So we allow one moment for free. So don't worry about it. So you can book it right now. We only allow one moment for free. So you can join any of the slots. And if you know for a fact you're not available in these 2 slots, that's fine. You can, let's say, still take the June cohort and write it to our team. We will move you to the future cohort as well. Let's say to the July or the August cohort as well. The dates are not finalized for the future cohorts. That's exactly why I'm not talking about it out there. Right? But the timings are these are the only timings that we operate at. We don't have any other timings. So don't ask me for other timings. And like I said, recordings are available for every session. And like I told you, if these dates don't work, we'll be happy to defer you to a future batch as well. So what is that you're going to learn in the first 7 days of AI training? A lot. One, you learn how to deploy your own AI models on your computer, how to build your own agents on your computer. You'll go deeper into prompting. You will learn how to connect your open router to something like a Misty or Bolt to be able to play with everything. You remember all those sidebar, wet temperature, presence penalty, frequency penalty, all those advanced settings. You will learn about all of them. You basically, our job on day one for you is for you guys to become extremely strong with foundations. That is what will happen on day one. Everything that you saw and a lot more is what you're going to learn on day one. On day two, you're going to learn everything about image, video, and everything around it. What do I mean by that? How did I clone my face? How did I clone my image? How did I clone my video? How did I clone my audio? How did I put all the stuff together? How do I show my YouTube content, Instagram content, the pictures that I spoke about? How did I show your video, which was done by the learners? Everything around it, everything about image, video, audio is what you're going to learn on day two. Again, bunch of tools you're going to explore as well, guys. Day three is all about MCPs. You saw the power of MCPs, and a lot of people ask, how do I do this myself? That is what we're going to teach you. How to set up an MCP, how to orchestrate it, how to connect it to an AI assistant, how do you write a prompt for it, how do you automate stuff. Everything that you need to know about MCP's Model Context Protocol is what you're going to learn here. You saw how I was able to automate my call, my food delivery, my food ordering, my social media research on Adam Mosseri, and a lot more things that I did. I don't remember what all I showed you. You'll learn all of that and a lot more on day three. On day four, you're going to learn about automating stuff using a tool which is incredibly powerful called as N8N. It's a tool where you learn how to automate your Slack, Google Sheets, ChatGPT, and a bunch of other stuff, which is going to be an induction for you to automation. And you can automate anything that you want without writing a single line of code. You don't need to be a developer for this at all, guys. On day 5, you learn how to build your first damn voice agent. And this is not a simple voice agent. This is a complex damn voice agent. It can have interactions. It can, do things. It can do inbound call. It can take call. It's built on WAPI and retail. We're going to spend good 4 hours doing this. People absolutely love it. That's day 5. On day 6, which is a full day, if you remember, is dedicated for you to learn how to build agents. You're going to learn the agentic frameworks on the first half of the day. On the second half of the day, you're going to learn how to build your first employee. How many of you guys want to learn how to build your own Jerry? Drop in a heart. People who want to learn how to build your own Jerry, guess what? You're going to learn how to build your own Jerry on day 6. Okay. And finally, on day 7, we're going to go deep into vibe coding, design thinking, tech 101. So that you get a sense of everything around it. And then you learn how to build products using AI. You just saw a glimpse of that today, the kind of AI graphic designer that I've built, the CRM that I built, the content OS that I've built, and everything around it. You're going to learn and build a lot of very cool stuff during this period of time as well. That is day 7. So guys, this is everything that you learn over the course of 7 days. And also a very quick heads up. We actually have 2 different tracks. One is for software engineers who have 4 to 5 years of experience in writing code using Python, and for people who don't know how to code. Usually 70% of our people are people who can't code. So there's a different track for them, which I just spoke about. And there's also a dedicated engineer specific track where you learn the same things, but with code. So it doesn't matter if you're a software engineer or if you're not a software engineer, the batches are separate. And once you join the program, you'll be put on an onboarding call. We will understand what you are a good fit for. And basis of that, we'll put you in the right program there. Okay, that is the engineer specific track as well. And like I told you, after the first 7 days are done, the next 7 days, we will go deep on these same topics. We'll go deeper into all these topics, but the next 7 days is focused on building. First 7 days, you focus a lot on learning. The next 7 days is focused on you building products using AI, right? So you basically convert all the learnings that you have had into doing. That is what you do over 7 days. And of course, I told you about the Buildathon as well. I also spoke about the partnership with Cairo School of Business, where you'll get a content library with recorded courses of first principles thinking, design thinking, problem solving, product sense, consulting, UI, UX, finance, operations. You have access to this for 1 full year. You can watch it at your own pace. Next, I also told you you're going to get access to a content library. Here, this is again a completely recorded library available to you for 1 full year, where you learn about all these AI tools and a lot more, go deeper into Manus, Make, Google AI Studio, Zapier, Copilot, GenSpark, and all that good stuff. And also with AI workflows like AI for data analysis, AI for job applications, AI for research, marketing, product, design, content, and all that good stuff as well, right? And not just that, you have access to this for 1 full year so that you can watch it at your own pace. Finally, like I told you, you'll have access to a library for monetization, which you'll have access for 12 months, completely recorded again, where you learn how to generate organic sales, how to use LinkedIn, AI, and automation the right way to make money. How can you cold email using AI and automation, the foundations of consulting, Meta ads, and Google ads as well, in case you want to go deeper into it, because these are all really important skills for you to learn how to monetize your skill set. And we teach you all that good stuff. And finally, like I told you, we help you to stay updated. As a result, we will do a live session every single week, keeping you updated on everything that's happening in the world of AI. Guys, this is the structure of the program. Now, there is one thing that I didn't mention. As I asked people to drop off from the call, you know what? About 2,000 people have dropped off from the call, and I wanted that to happen because I wanted people who are really, really serious, who understand the power of AI, who are serious about their upskilling, to stay on the call. Because if people who are not very serious are on the call, after they see this, they might get excited. And I don't want that to happen. As a result, I didn't give this heads up. Folks, I have a huge surprise for everyone. A massive surprise for everyone. You see, what I realized is that for you to get the best out of AI, you need to have access to the best AI tools. Without AI tools, we are not so much. Of course, ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude at least has some free versions. But other tools, they don't even have free versions. You have to pay for everything. So we were like, hey, what can I do to make it better, make it easier, make it softer for all of you people? So we wore our hats on, the sales hat on. I went to a bunch of these founders, spoke with them, and I said, look, we are the biggest AI education platform in the world. We have learners coming from 150 different countries. Can we get access to your platforms? In a lot of cases, we had to pay them money. In a lot of cases, we had to convince them. But you know what? If you're joining the AI Accelerator program today, you're going to get a bunch of tool access, which will unlock you pro access of those tools, because just as a bonus when you join this program. So guys, I'm super excited to tell you guys that everyone who gets the opportunity to join the program today will get 1 year paid access to Emily AI, the same Chrome extension, which can summarize a web page, summarize a YouTube video, reply on your LinkedIn message and everything around it, worth 20,000 rupees for free. If you think this is the only one, you're going to get 1 year access to SuperGrow, the super app for LinkedIn, which is incredible. If you want to build distribution on LinkedIn, it's worth 30,000 rupees. You don't have to pay for it because you're going to get a coupon, which will unlock the pro access for 1 year from you. Not just that, with SuperGrow, you can create content on LinkedIn. As a result, you can build a distribution. But let's say you built a bunch of email lists. I strongly recommend people to build their newsletter so that you can send updates to your people. That needs a tool as well. So we partnered with Humanic, and they are giving their 1 year Humanic AI version, which is an AI powered email marketing software worth 20,000 rupees for free when you join the program. But that's not it. All of us are busy people. We can't attend every single meeting out there. So we want our AI to attend. And getting an AI to attend a meeting is a expensive thing. So we said, how about we make it nice for you? So you get 6 months access to Firefly's AI worth 10,000 rupees when you join the program, which is the AI agent that I use, which attends meetings on my behalf, takes notes, and sends all that information to be on my Slack. But when it comes to content and everything, I told you, images plays a very important role. Of course, ChatGPT and Gemini and all of these can do a good job, but having a specialized app for images is very, very important. As a result, we got Fort AI to give you 1 year access of Fort AI worth 8,500 rupees for free when you join the program. Not just that, one of my favorite tool, Happenstance AI, the same tool that helps you find network of network. It's going to be an absolutely no-brainer for all of you people when you're trying to monetize. It's worth 25,000 rupees. You get Happenstance AI for free when you join the program. Not just that, you get Get Multi BYOK version, bring your own key version, where you can plug your open router into Get Multi and start using Get Multi so that you can compare your answers from multiple AIs at once. It's an unfair advantage worth 16,000 rupees. You get it for free when you join the program. Not just that, guys. You guys will also get 1 year access to Lizer AI, the agent building platform, the one that we use today to build a simple agent for the Outskill AI mentor. You can build some incredible agents using Lizer AI. In fact, we teach you the Lizer AI platform on the accelerator program as well. It's worth 20,000 rupees. You get it for free when you join the program. Not just that, you also get access to Whisper Flow, the same tool that I was using to convert voice to text. I think it's